ṣàmàlàmàlà.
Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀.
Mo máa bójú ọ̀run òkùnkùn ló ṣubúlẹ̀ o.
Mo ní ẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́ yìí o. Kí ni dé sí Yorùbá o ọmọ aráyé? Kí ni ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Yorùbá o ọmọ Oòduà o?
Yeyeyeyeyeye àwa máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ là ń bẹ. Yorùbá ń ṣera wọn nítorí owó. Yorùbá ń jìra wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ nítorí ipò. Wọ́n gbẹ̀mí fáláre, wọ́n gbáre pẹ́lẹ́bí. Wọ́n kò lè kó wájà, wọ́n tún kó lóko wá mú. Ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n gbọ́n ló gbé wọn délé ọlá. Ọgbọ́n náà ló tún padà wá sí lé wọn mọ́lẹ̀ o. Àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣọ̀gá lọ́jọ́ tó ti pẹ́ tún padà wá dẹni à ń fọwọ́ ti sẹ́yìn o. Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iná alẹ́. Yorùbá rúrúrú bí omi òkun. Yorùbá bàbá ni bàbá ń ṣe. Yorùbá ronú o.
Yorùbá sọra wọn di bọ́ọ̀lù fáráyé gbá.
Wọ́n bá gbá wọn sókè, wọ́n tún gbá wọn sísàlẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yà tí ó ti kéré tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n gé kúrú. Àwọn tí àrèfẹ́ lọ́sùn ti dẹni àtijọ́. Yorùbá jókòó sílẹ̀ rẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn fọwọ́ lọ́wọ́. Bí àgùntàn tí abọ́ rẹ̀ ń gbòrìṣà ilẹ̀ o. Yorùbá ronú o.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we loud oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. My people make we shout oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. This one na dey off in mind oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. And in dey touchlight every corner oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. Okay, some people be dey holla say dem want the power. Chai, dem be promise us say we go get light and power. Dem hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they no dey do anything with the power. Every day dollar just dey get the higher power over naira. Still dem talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don come. So my people make you loud oh yo yo. Maiyegun don come oh yo yo. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe
Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun is here. Good evening.
kọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary Maiyegun number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
A year ago, the 1st of July 2021, we woke up to the sad news of the attack on Oloye Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. An attack that later turned out to be an assassination attempt, which saw 2 innocent men killed or murdered that day.
And yes, lórí Facebook. And yes, lórí YouTube. And yes,
just before we get fully settled into this 1 year remembrance that an injustice was committed on the soil of Yoruba land against the son of the soil, and those who claimed to be the elders of the land, they looked away when the son of the soil was to be slaughtered by those who were enabling or still enabling the invaders of our own land too. So if you would join me, a minute silence, please, for these fallen heroes. May their souls rest in peace, even though they have been denied the proper burial for a year now.
and yes, ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. And yes, aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. And yes, òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú. And yes, ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnragì.
Thank you very much. In the early morning of the 1st of July, 2021, the daredevil agents of the government of Nigeria, they struck. They attacked the pro-Yoruba activists, Oloye Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. This was, without any prior invitation or the court order or anything of kind, but the intention was not to arrest Igboho. The intention was to kill him that night, that early morning. And then they would have denied that those who killed Igboho, if they have succeeded, they would have claimed that unknown gunmen killed Igboho. And today would have been the saddest day as well of remembrance if they had succeeded. When they didn't succeed, they declared him wanted without any legal backing or whatsoever. His offense, he rose up against the armed Fulani terrorists in the forest of the Yoruba land. Kidnapping, maiming, raping, looting, burning our people right there in the heartland of Yoruba land. He responded, raised dust. At some point, one of the clips that made them so uncomfortable before they decided to go and burn down his house, before they eventually decided to go and kill him. In a space of 6 months, they attempted to kill Oloye Sunday Igboho 5 times. It was the last one that they killed 2 innocent people. The first attempt to kill Igboho happened in January 2021 when he visited Igangan to go and do what he called a fact-finding mission on the report he's been receiving against the man, Saliu, the Seriki Fulani of Igangan. Upon arrival and then approaching these settlements, which happened to be an illegal settlement in the first place, nobody gave the land to this man. But he's been there terrorizing them, but they dare not complain until Igboho showed up. Seriki Fulani, Saliu of Igangan, his children were the first people who raised arms against Sunday Igboho in Yoruba land. They were overpowered. Their guns were seized. That was the first attempt on Igboho. The second one was when it was, it was on one of these rallies, and they were actually going to, if I remember vividly, they were going to Abeokuta. And then from nowhere, from the blues, their DSS showed up on the way until later. Oloye Sunday Adeyemo Igboho is famous for saying, if they want to fight me, they shouldn't come at night. They should come during the day, so that at least if I am going to have to die, I would die fighting. Do not come to me in the dead of the night like cowards. That's exactly what they did the following month. In February, Oloye Sunday Igboho's house, his old house, was burned down with the expectation that he was going to be in that building. They burned down the house and nobody sustained any injury. The police never investigated that. The attackers were never found until 2 months later, again, another attack on Igboho, making it the 4th one in just about 4 months. The 5th one was carried out by the state-sponsored, state-sanctioned assassination attempt on an innocent man who just screamed out that people should defend themselves. And suddenly, they put a target on his back. And you, who are Yorubas, mocking and laughing at him, I bet many of you won't be laughing for too long. They came in the dead of the night. I mean, if he's committed any crime, the government agents and what have you who came to arrest should go for the person they want to arrest with the search or arrest warrant. They had none. They didn't come, or they didn't go to Igboho's house to arrest him. They went there to kill anything that moves. And do you know those who facilitated that? They were not Fulanis. They were Yorubas who speak Yoruba like me and you. They were those who facilitated the final attack on Igboho. In fact, they went as much as getting an intel that he is in the house right now. If they want to do anything, this is the right time they should come in. And that was the right time they came in, when they started screaming his name. When Igboho didn't answer, what happened that night? Was a night of horror. But when the money came and the whole world heard the news on the 1st of July, 2021, the first glimpse into what they did at Igboho's house was this. Sit back. It's a remembrance it is also a reminder, why have we found ourselves in this precarious situation? How did it start? And where are we headed? Morning after the attack and attempt on Igboho's lives, where 2 people were murdered and their bodies were taken away. The following
is anybody showing us around, telling us what happened? She interviewed with any other person. No. I'm not interviewing with any. She interviewed. Just take capture the. Can I say voice over? Yeah. Yeah, now. That is just it. See, then I can see the blood. It's going with us. We'll send it to you. We'll send it to you. No, è buttare la festa. Allora? Bene. Gbogbo ẹni tí ó láǹfààní láti máa wo BBC News Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí a wà ní ilé Oloye Sunday Adeyemo tí gbogbo èèyàn mọ̀ sí Sunday Igboho. Ó ṣe jẹ́kẹ́ iná ti máa gbọ́ròyìn lórí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́jú tí wọ́n ní àwọn agbébọn ya wọ ibi. Ibẹ̀ ni BBC Yorùbá wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Lára àwọn ọkọ̀ tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ nílé Sunday Igboho náà lè láǹfààní láti rí àti rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn nílẹ̀ náà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà àbáwọlé kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú ilé tá a wà yìí. Òrùmọ́jú ni wọ́n ní àwọn agbébọn náà dédé ya wọnú ọgbà yìí tí ìbọn sì ń dún lákọlákọ àti rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọta ìbọn lẹ́nu ọ̀nà ká tó wọlé. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni màá fi hàn yín tí n bá ti ń jáde kúrò ní ọgbà yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wà níbi ọ̀nà méjì kan tó wọ àwọn ilé méjì nínú ọgbà yìí náà pẹ̀lú. Yàtọ̀ sí.
That is the outside of the property. I mean, initially, early in the morning, they said unknown gunmen attacked Igboho's house. They are fake media in Nigeria. Then, later in the day, when they realized that the attack was recorded live by a lady in the house, in that property. So they changed it. They said, oh yeah, we went there to invite him and Igboho attacked us. They said Igboho and his boys, they started shooting at them. But did you see what they did? They went there to they wanted to burn down the entire properties. But because they were caught on camera before the attack started, when they were calling on Igboho to come out, that he is going to die tonight, Igboho, you are going to die tonight. Oh, come out. We are DSS. If you try anything, you will die. They were calling his name. And they were destroying and smashing all the vehicles in his compound. Government officials, rogues. Then do you want to stay inside? They went to arrest somebody without any arrest warrant, without any prior offense, without doing anything. Now, let's go inside of the building. A year ago, this is what Oloye Sunday Igboho survived. And more reason why many Yorubas worldwide empathized with him, sympathized with him, and they rally around him more than you can even imagine. A year ago, government of Nigeria, they did this.
Yàrá ìgbàlejò Sunday Igboho la wà yìí. Ibi yàrá tí wọ́n ń sùn lélẹ̀.
Is it like please? No.
A lè sọ bí ẹ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń láǹfààní láti máa wò lórí BBC News Yorùbá ní báyìí. A wà nílé Oloye Sunday Adeyemo ti Igboho àti Sunday Igboho lórí ìròyìn tó ṣe kẹ́yìn náà ti máa gbọ́ pé àwọn agbébọn ya wọ ilé ìgbé rẹ̀ tó wà ní Soka nílùú Ìbàdàn lóru mọ́jú. Lára àpẹẹrẹ tá a ti rí àwọn arápá ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ́nà bíi mẹ́ta báyìí lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Níbi ẹnu àbáwọlé la ti rí ọmọ odó kan náà ńlẹ̀ tí a sì tún rí àpá bíi tí wọ́n ti fi ọmọ odó já ẹnu àbáwọlé náà wọlé bí nǹkan ṣe rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí lówùúrọ̀ onírè nílé Oloye Sunday Adeyemo.
So after that monumental destruction of lives and properties, they now declared Igboho wanted. Wanted for what? Wanted for speaking up and standing up against the terrorists who have somehow found a comfort zone in Yoruba land. They said, keep your mouth shut. There's something bigger that they are pursuing. You speaking up is going to jeopardize that. Because according to the Eyewitness who spoke with some of the journalists at the scene of Igboho's, the attack on Igboho's house, right there, had this to say. Just an additional, a reminder.
This is what you get in Nigeria. This is what you get, no matter who you are, unless you want to be a slave. And you know who a slave is? You are out of your mind. You've subjected your will, your total mind to the authority of another person. Look at the bloodshed. Those who are killed have been dragged away. Those who are murdered were dragged away. They were dragged away. You can see the blood is still there. The vehicles are destroyed. And this by those who are supposed to be the protector of the realm. All of this by those who are supposed to protect lives and property. So it means that what we have as a country is meant for some specific set of people. You may call them the ruling elite, you may call them whatever name, but we know that the so-called nation, Nigeria, is not for us all. So it is time you get the message. That is why you need to have your own nation. That is why the agitation for Yoruba nation must not stop. It is Yoruba nation now. It has to be now. It's Yoruba nation, and it has to be now. When you have your own sovereignty, when you have your own place, you have your own idea.
I mean, if you are looking for why more Yorubas are kind of cool with the subjects, self-determination, Yoruba nation, the attack on Sunday Igboho's house and the attack on all those they killed, in the Yorubas they killed, is considered an attack on all reasonable, responsible Yoruba sons and daughters all over the world. And that's more reason why, when they thought that it was a lost battle, that they were on their own, they realized that they are not. So we thank God that today that Oloye Sunday Igboho is still with us, even though they have not given up on their efforts of getting him whatever they can do. They call it dead or alive. They just wanted him back in their hands. Something that is now becoming more and more impossible as we speak. So as we remember those that were murdered simply because they were Yorubas in Nigeria, the injustice that happened at the time that will never be forgotten, especially when the system that staged or waged this war against the indigenous people is not even giving up. There's no sign of it abating. There's no sign of them slowing down. It simply means that as we all move on and get on with the entire system as it is just a matter of time before the system will completely lose all its whatever is left of its value. Because an injustice is the reason why, the injustices that you've seen everywhere is the reasons why today Nigeria is, technically balkanized, but not yet officially as we speak. When people get attacked, look at the obedient movement as well. That is a demography of young people who have tasted the poison of Nigeria. Something you would say, may Nigeria not happen to you. They were killed. They were called, soldiers were called to slaughter them. You can feel the rage in them. That's exactly how the system will continue to push people into agreeing that Nigeria is not for them. Like Asari said,
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. Now your mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
So the system will do its work naturally. It is now left for those who have a goal or who have goals, who understands that if as long as you manage to make people understand why they should never give in you don't give a bit of anything of yours in trying to save a contraption the way it is, which is actually meant to end us. It's obvious. It's just about who is going to be next. Who is next? The injustice. Some people are never going to live to tell the story. That injustice is what is the bedrock of Nigeria. So gradually, yeah, many people fall back into that camp of that agreement. And today, rather than the demand for Yoruba nation, the demand for the protection of ourselves and defending ourselves, rather than that attack on these innocent people, rather than it to discourage people, it has been even encouraging more and more people to, one, understand the peculiarity and the fraudulent, fictitious nature of one Nigeria. Every day, Nigeria will give you the reasons to understand more why it is never going to be an unworkable arrangement. Never. Every day. So that's why those who have goals, those who knows that this is where we want to be, should always be Andy. When I say Andy, positioned, so that when Nigeria that continues to dig in their own, should I say their own pits, when people get fed up with that and they are looking for where to fall back on, that goal will be the final one everyone will come back to. Trust me. Because Nigeria has a way of making you regret the effort of trying to say, let's do it, maybe another chance. So, in this regard, I remember, what do you call it? There is this particular one that popped up. The fact that every effort to get us kind of this. So the other day, I was sent this clip. After the attack on Sunday, you would think maybe nobody would ever want to stand up for Yoruba nation anymore. But in London, well, this happened.
Yoruba nation! 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 Igboho! 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 Igboho!
Do you get that? So it's pretty much like when they said that a prophet that is not cherished at home is worshipped outside, but good enough. The Yorubas are those who are standing by our own. So, and in that regard, we believe that the more attacks or the more campaign of calumny against the legitimate demand of the people of Yoruba land eventually, no matter the other the attack, and I will bet it, the further or the bigger this is going to be. And that is why coordination is more important, as they are about to rob our people again. It is their deal, it is their way. Rob them, lie to them, make them comply, and then dump them afterward, just to recycle, pick, rinse, and try every for 4 years. So we decided that, if we have to do anything at all, it will be no other time than now. And that is why on Maiyegun's Diary, Politico, and other platforms who have been so consistent with this message, as we say, have agreed that as they are preparing for election, which is your legitimate right too, I am never going to be opposed to that in a way, but I am also pretty much legally allowed, right, to boycott an election when I feel like it is completely rigged even before it starts, with evidence, which we have done. So we have decided that, yeah, there's a role we're going to play as they move out to deceive our people. We should also be prepared to save them from all those, manipulation as much as we can. And then I see how much of a difference we'll make before their bogus charade that they are planning. So I won't say much on that. You know more on what we are planning to do. But today is just to remind you, why are we involved? Why are we? What was that thing that made you get so kind of emotionally attached to what we call the Yoruba nation today? So many people will tell you it was after the attack and the killings at Igboho's house. That was the end for them. They felt like this is it. There's no more pretense. We are at war. If they could do this to Sunday Igboho, then what happened? What will happen to the rest of us? Yes, there are people like that. A year ago, some of you met that. Some of us have actually been committed even before then. But again, a year ago, we lost innocent people to the callous cold, murderers of Nigeria, the agent of the government of Nigeria. So tonight is not much. Like I said, just drop this out here, leave it here for now in the diary, and then we move on our efforts to ensure that this never happened again. At least not like this. For those who mock Igboho, who enjoy or encourage them to chase Igboho into the exile, today, they are silently, quietly praying that Nigeria will not happen to them in a way that it happened in Owo, in a way that it happened in Nagongon, in a way that it happened in Yewa, and other places where people have paid supreme prices to this murderous terrorist. And just yesterday, I was reading something, and they said that, the vigilantes in Oyo, they were complaining that the sophisticated weapons in the hands of these Fulani terrorists in their forest has made it impossible for them to actually challenge them. They had to run away for their lives whenever these guys, these terrorists really comes around there to move, to shake them. Simply means that the system intentionally disarmed the southern part of Nigeria, disarmed the Yoruba people, and disarmed our own defense in a way, and then chased away our own, warriors, put it that way, the people who are courageous enough to go after those who believe that we could be turned into commodities on our own lands. Commodities as people that could be picked up like chickens anytime, and then they have to pay ransom for you to be free again. You know what I mean? So they intentionally disarmed us, chased away those that could defend us, and at the same time spread the message of fear in that Yoruba land. It is real. Everybody is just waiting for their own turn. When is it going to be? Some feels like the moment Buhari is gone, maybe all of this will be gone as well. You are wrong. Just read the room. Read the room. You are trapped in this. As long as Nigeria exists, you are trapped in it. No one can take us out of it except ourselves. In a way, I was reading that. Then the other one I was reading as well was the Ondo State governor, Akeredolu, the governor of the state where over 100 people were slaughtered in a church. The Owo massacre, the killers, they said they have arrested them. But after they said they have arrested them, now they said the investigation continues. That's part of the bubble. But the governor came out and said, to provide security, everyone must install CCTV. Any public place or school or wherever that failed to install CCTV, they will pay fine to government. That's his own way of fighting security, or insecurity rather. So it is that much. Like I said, people are waiting for their turn. You pray that it won't be yours until this is over. Well, you can't pray this away, especially if you are one of those who actually so joyous when they came to kill Igboho. You celebrated it. You jumped around and, in fact, you mocked him. Well, you can't pray away all that is coming for you or coming again. Coming for all of us there. You can't pray it away. And then you can't pretend that the same system that wanted Igboho dead, that you laughed and celebrated, the same system don't give a damn about you. And as people pray, may Nigeria not happen to me, you probably are praying that too. Amen, right? Again, you can't pray it away. There is more to staying alive than just praying, especially in today's Nigeria. Those who stood up or tried to call every one of us to rise up, they were killed. And then many others have been killed as well. Many of you have witnessed your family members who paid ransoms to terrorists, and you have kept it as your own, your own burden in Yoruba land. All these things are not normal. Somebody rose a year ago, more than a year ago. They came to kill him. And today, what he spoke and screamed about almost over a year ago, that they came to kill him, it has now gotten worse, right? It has worsened. And now that it has worsened, right? Look at you. Do you really still think the attack on Sunday Igboho, the attempt on his life, is still justified just to keep one Nigeria? Anyway, we that believe that the whole charade is going to end soon, we continue to hold fort and hold ground, and we continue to defend and support those who have come under the persecution of the state, of the system. They have done nothing wrong. They have committed no crime. And for those who realize this, many of us all over the world, we have come up to do our only to support and defend them, and we'll continue to do that as long as we all live, I would say. So you might well have one or two things you want to add as well. Like I said, there's nothing much to really say tonight. It's kind of remembering one of the saddest moments in this whole struggle. People that shouldn't die. There was no need for all of that. There's no reason for all of that. What did Igboho do? I'll open my line, but I'll make myself a tea. So you might have one or two things you want to add. The floor will be yours in a moment. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. Then you can call in if you want to in a moment.
Buhari is a money
Thank you very much. Yes, I have someone on the line. I would say hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. The Prince.
Yeah, this Prince man.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm happy to get through today again. You know, thank you so much for refreshing our memory. You know, because our people always forget, and Nigerian criminal government, they have a system of, you know, when they commit one crime and people are shouting, are crying about it, they will commit another one to make you forget the one they've committed before. You get what I'm saying? So I'm very, very, very happy for this topic today. See, our Sunday Igboho is a hero that I will never, I will always heroize every day of my life. You know, even though I'm a Biafran, I love him so much because he put everything. If you look in his house, you see all that is there. You know, he got everything that life can offer. You know what but he threw in his life. You know, for the sake of the Yoruba nation and even the country at large, because an injustice to one is an injustice to all. You know, what these people are committing in Yoruba land is also what they are committing in Benue, is also what they are committing in the eastern part. You know, so it's all over. The terrorists they planted in Yoruba West is also the same terrorists they planted in the Middle Belt and also in the East. And whenever the people rose up to say, look, these people are killing us, you know, they will tell you, no, the grazing route is a must. Grazing route must be there, you know, because their mission is to round everybody up, you know. So, you see, Maiyegun General, my fear, not fear, my challenge, I would say, because I know that power without control is useless. You know, what they are doing has been exposed, even to international community has known that the terrorism, the government is the sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria, because when they are freeing the terrorists and they have the guts to lock up Nnamdi Kanu, you know, is a confirmation that the government is the terrorist that they are looking for in the world, the government of Buhari. You understand? You know, so my challenge now, the way I will put it, is that our people do not have plan B. Can you hear me? Our people do not have plan B. Our people that are looking for PVC. You know, this Buhari and co, they have Boko Haram, they have Fulani herdsmen, you know, and they've equipped them with weapons and everything right there in the bush, you know. And our people are going to look for PVC. They don't even have plan B, you know, because at the end of the day, they will tell you to go to the court to go and meet Tanko, who is a Sharia Mugu. You know, that one will tell you technicality, and that's it. Then when you now come out to protest, the next thing they unleash the army on you, you know, and their terrorists also in the bush there, you know, waiting for you to run inside the bush. You know, so in both ways, they have set up, they have their plan B and plan C. You know, so our people are so foolish that they left the restructuring that they are talking about, that they will not accept anything else except when Nigeria is restored and we even have what is called a nation before talking of election. You know, it's when you have a nation, then you are now having an election, then you cannot say you have anything that is called democracy. But now we don't have a nation, So what are we electing for? What are we looking the PVC to do? You get what I mean? So my dear Maiyegun General, these are the things that I want us to put on record, because thank God for Maiyegun diary. You have everything in your diary, and when the time comes, it will be played again, and everybody will see that, look, you have been saying it, you have been saying it and saying it. Secondly, our church, the church, because these terrorists, they hide under Islam. They hide under Islam to commit all this atrocity. They don't have religion, because they killed even the moderate Muslims. They kill the Christians. Christians has no, they don't have any boundary in their own killing, because they see them as infidel. You get what I mean? So, but the churches today that are telling their people to go and get PVC, have they talked about their security? Did they have any plan B to secure these people in case what happened in our war unleash again, even while they are looking for their PVC? Or should we just wait until another war will happen, then we will now cry, we will now bury, we will now start all over again and say, go and look for PVC? My dear brother, I just want to drop this. A word is enough for the wise. If our people will gain anything out of what we are saying. But we is Oduduwa nation now. Biafra nation now. And they are going to come back to meet us at this bus stop. We are waiting for them. If they say that there is an election that they are going for, or PVC, we are waiting for them. We are not moving anywhere, because we know the end from the beginning of what their romance with the terrorist government in Nigeria. Thank you, Maiyegun General. God bless you. We are grateful.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello?
Your mic is not working. Your mic is not working.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello. So somebody said the mic is not working. I wouldn't know why, but everything is quite fine on this end. So is it the mic? Okay, 1 sec. So let's take a test again. I don't know, but you can let me know if it's better again. So just before we continue, okay? So I wouldn't know what happened, but well, I've been having some technical issues the back end here. So if it's okay now, then let's continue. So I've got another caller. Somebody just called in to remind me that it's not working. So I don't know if it is now. Hello, can you hear me?
What is this to say? Good to know, Ben.
Good to know, Ben. Baba, how are you? I
do, Baba. I think
it's quite strange.
Yeah. We don't hear you now. I want your call. People who were writing on the comment section. If you took note of it, you would have said it.
I'm glad I actually did, by the way, because usually I would just be like that, long, like 10 minutes. So I think I was
even your look tonight. You look so tired, kind of.
Not really. It's just because I mean, personally, I don't really feel good. The fact that it's been a year and they are keeping the bodies of these people. I don't know. It just kind of got to me at some point. Before I started the program, I just felt like, you know, I didn't know you noticed that.
Yeah. It's quite obvious from your eyeballs. But anyways, man, today was a very sad day in remembrance of what happened in Magasola's house. And yeah, of course, we already know it. The press wouldn't talk about it. Channels wouldn't talk about it. They prefer to talk about Funke Akindele's divorce or separation with the boyfriend, rather than talking about something that we're grieved about, our hero, you know. But, you know, life goes on. Thank God that at least Baba is alive, ill and healthy, and, you know, capable. And soon he will be back in Niger. But then at that time, it will be Yoruba Nation. And yeah, we are looking forward to that anxiously. And I'm pretty sure it's going to work out. But yeah, everything is the process. You know, we'll go through the process. Same thing, not too much like they won't remember them. I mean, these people have built up
them, haven't they? I mean, you know.
Of course now. I mean, these people have built up confidence to the extent that you know, they even have confidence the virtue, or how do I say, like to go in the church. You know, I mean, so going to Magasola's house, I mean, we really pray and hope it shouldn't be, there wouldn't be a repetition of such anymore in Yoruba land. And for me, my own personal opinion is always like, defend yourself and protect your community. The government wouldn't do it for you. Protect yourself and defend yourself at any point in time. Because that country, we all know it will soon explode. That's also PVC. That way everything was actually functioning. The PVC should even be made available to those in the diaspora. For normally, our talking
never.
They won't,
because they believe that you know, we can't be induced with anything.
We don't even want it. They know. We don't want it.
These days,
we don't want it
anymore.
Yeah, look at Erdogan. When the Turkish people were about to vote, they gave them permission to vote, even in Germany. Yeah. That should be the normal process, but we are not even voting. So, I mean, let's just be honest about it. We don't want it. It's no go area. And to be honest, like Otusuwa, Kamo Paro, Otusuwa. So, and the only solution is we want our Yoruba nation, and there is no going back about it. No. So I don't want to really. I have a lot of.
You know, part of what I said as well earlier tonight. I said a year ago when they tried to kill Igboho and they killed these two innocent men in his house, right? To them, it was like a stab in the heart for this whole thing, and it was so huge that they expected all of us to run underground, never to be seen again, and all of that. But guess what? It never chased it. I mean, it never discouraged people from continuing to demand for that same thing they wanted to kill Igboho for, which means whatever they thought their reasons for trying to kill Igboho at the time, it backfired. More people are now interested in how do we get Yoruba nation? I mean, 5 million people signed a petition. That was after the attack. That means whatever they did didn't work. It worked in our favor. We should just build on it. I don't know if you agree.
I agree with you 100%. It was just like a catalyst or a trigger, you know, which triggered more Yorubas. But a lot of Yorubas, even in Nigeria, are still sleeping. Let's just be honest. Like, you're watching soon. They are still sleeping. A lot of our Lagosians, a lot of our people, and even all this. I was watching one skit today by Macaroni who was saying the title of it was "No PVC, No Servicing." You know, BBC. You know that kind of idiotic this thing where you should be fighting about the corruption. Yeah, the suicidal killing, the premeditated killings, the uncontroversial killing, uncontroversial because even the so-called Boko Haram, who they call bandits, the terrorists, who they call unknown gunmen, are those who are perpetrating these atrocities. And we all know this. They even know, but they don't want to come out and talk about it. Or no solution. So the problem is just, for me personally, they can't even hunt down a common Fulani herdsman with the AK-47. They can't control them.
I mean, terrorists came to our war. And they spent like a few hours, right? And they moved. Nobody saw the direction they went. And then the state couldn't quickly mobilize the young people to at least, I mean, though it might be too risky, right? But a state has a lot, I mean, state government has a lot of security protecting the governors and all these VIPs. They couldn't mobilize. The young people were ready to go after them. They discouraged them.
As a matter of fact, Maiyegun, we should have had this feeling because it was already written very big on the wall. The thumbprints, the fingerprints were written during that Chibok girls. How can you kidnap 100 kids? On which road did they drove through? Exactly. That was exactly the starting point whereby, you know, something should have been done. If they were serious about doing something about it. And that's why, my own personal suggestion, my belief. And according to our Suwaju's, Professor, Sunday Igboho, Onituri Abiola, some other platforms, you know, people already know no referendum. Should I tell you why? The reason is referendum is also a sort of electoral process because then everybody will have to go and vote if they want to stay within Nigeria or not. And we already know that this fraudulent situation or government will find a way to erase any election and tell you the people don't want to separate. So, bam, stamp, no separation. That's why we want recognition that these foreign powers, UN or whatever, should recognize Yoruba nation as a state, as a country, recognize our passports, recognize our currency, and recognize our economic activities. And that's the main reason why referendum is no-go area, because who is going to conduct it? Look at in the UK, when you guys decided that you don't want to be within the European Union anymore. You went to the polling booth, you voted. But because it was clean, fair, and free, it went through, and the process went through EU, and they stamped it for them. In Africa, Nigeria, referendum can never work. We need recognition. And something my case, Baba. Absolutely. Baba.
We are living abroad. There's nothing like recognition. Okay. So it's so easy to say. If it is about recognition, no be letter will go right. We don't know the address of UN. Or is it
what's the
suggestion of all this union and all of these people?
What's the suggestion, Maiyegun?
You see, when you tell people that no referendum, it's just recognition. You are taking the right of those who have to also decide if they want Yoruba nation or not. Do you understand that now? It is a process.
Okay.
That people are scared. They are saying that INEC is going to do this and that. No. A process that will eventually decide if Yorubas want to live or not. Yeah, will be decided by the Yorubas, agreed by the Yorubas, certified by the National Assembly of Nigeria. I know some of these things are not sounding good to so many people. That's why I'm like, I don't feel comfortable when people get when we comfortably mislead the people. Okay, when you want to get a country, you don't. It is not recognition from anybody you're going to get. The people will decide themselves. Okay, now the process, a democratic process that involves the people to say we want it or we don't want it. If you are not going to subject the Yoruba nation towards that, honestly speaking, I can tell you this confidently, it is a pure mirage. If anybody sits before you, Clemo, you are abroad, okay? Yeah. If anybody sits before you, ask them, have you seen any country ever created, or maybe they created themselves and the rest of that sought recognition from another place before they existed? None. Okay? So, democratic process of...
Anyway, see, what you're saying, Maiyegun, will take us a very far, long journey. And you and I know. That means,
no, you can't
just wait, Baba. Yeah. No, we can't decide. So what you are trying to say, because we can't decide, means there are still people who want Nigeria to remain the way it is. Yes, and that means they can overpower things.
Clemo, you need to accept that there are people who don't want to. There are Yorubas who don't want to leave Nigeria. Do you understand?
Accepted, yes.
And
yes.
Listen,
yes.
You cannot take recognition anywhere and then come back and without their consent, right? And say, we have been recognized as Yoruba. It doesn't make any sense, by the way, Clement. Does that make any sense?
Quite obviously it does, because that was why that petition went through first. And when more than 5 million people, and I know, I'm just telling you, the most masses, the higher the population who want this, which we already see through the petition. I'm not saying petition is the Jikoko. Petition is not the real means of getting the nation. But it's part of it, because already more than 5 million Yorubas say they don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. That's one significant thing about it first. And then secondly, we can go further, because if you are saying now that we need to do a referendum, that means these votes 2023 will stay. One of these Olodos, either Peter Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu will win. So none of these three people would want.
Clement.
Can I just? Okay.
No, me and you will talk. I'm not rushing you now, because it's like I don't want to miss something.
Thank you, sir.
You see, people are misled a lot, and I don't really feel happy that they have told our people so many things that even those who are talking to you, probably are taking a laugh. They're having a laugh after every time they say all these things. Baba, a process of breaking up of a country involves the people themselves. It doesn't involve UN. It doesn't involve America. It doesn't involve the UK or anybody. If the homegrown movement for it, like that 5 million said, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Like that 5 million. If tomorrow morning, those of us who signed that petitions and mobilized for it as real as it is, if tomorrow we say we want 5 million, or let's say 2 million of those people who signed in Yoruba land to come out, right?
Yeah.
That moment, even though the population of Yoruba land is far, far more, but a movement of 2 million people on the street that says we want this, Baba, is enough, right, to trigger a reaction from that same system. But when you tell people that Yoruba nation is already here, I was watching a program, right? Well, a video, and somebody was saying we have already gotten Yoruba nation. We are just waiting for United Nations to confirm our passports, to confirm our this and that. And I'm like, how can anyone
but it was not a joke, though.
Enough listen to this?
Of course, but it's not a joke.
Hang on, because a lot of people are listening to us. Okay, hang on. How could any one of us who claimed to be educated, right, sit back and said, we've already gotten Yoruba listen, we've already gotten Yoruba nation. We are just waiting for the confirmation from this and that. Does that make any sense?
Quite obviously, we need affirmation.
Or maybe I should.
We need recognition.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No. Look at Palestine. Someone came out and declared publicly that we recognize Palestine as a sovereign state. Recognition. First and first. Then, but you need to understand my view of point. Okay. That means we are trying to. I'm not saying you right now. Those who are saying referendum, don't let's downplay the hard work of our professor. Akitoye is not in support of referendum. Magasola, who have lost almost all of his thing, is not in support of referendum. Onitiri Abiola, these people are working hard for Yoruba nation and recognition. We can't downplay their efforts because they have done far much more. The most things we do on this program is we discuss, right? Of course, we are doing a lot of things through our contribution, through our support for Magasola, for the lawyer case and all. Those are the major things. We are doing it quite obviously. But if we are saying referendum, that means the votes will hold. That means in English, that no president will ever allow, especially African president, and especially a Nigerian corrupt, deep-minded bastard presidents will ever allow referendum to hold. We have been talking about regionalization for how long? Our constitution doesn't even support referendum, 1999 constitution. That's where we need to start from. That means...
Clement, okay. I am not downplaying effort of anybody. We are not.
No, I did not say you. I did not say you, Mike.
It is practical things we are trying to talk about here, okay? I mean, if our case is like that of the Palestine, yeah, it would.
It was recognition.
Hang on, Baba. It would have been different.
Yes, sir.
We are currently part of a country called Nigeria, legitimately. Even though not by our own choice, we all agree, okay? Baba Ketoye doesn't support referendum. Sunday Igboho doesn't support referendum. Mama
exactly.
doesn't support referendum. Fine. Okay? Have they now given you a day or who we are talking to, or you are throwing it back to us that we should do something on, because I don't really get it. Because
I will explain to you, sir.
Okay, please.
It's a process.
Right.
It's a process, a gradual. We can't expect a speedy or a speed of light or this Yoruba nation to come at the speed of light. Never. It's a process. And this process, the requirements are what Professor Mama Onitiri are doing. Magasola can't do anything. Is not really at that niveau to do all this kind of things.
Do you know one thing I don't like?
Sir.
When people who should know, right?
Yes, sir.
Are unable to actually give fact for fact a word. You are not giving me facts, Clement, and I don't like it.
I'm giving you more than enough facts, sir.
Hang on, it's not you.
You don't let me conclude.
No,
you don't let me conclude.
You said, hang on, you said they are working. I am old enough to be able to ask what exactly are you doing, Dan, for somebody to tell me we are working on it. So I don't want you to.
No. Not just that.
I can scrutinize them. Listen to me, Baba. Listen. I can scrutinize them. Listen, I just don't want it because this thing is kind of getting to a stage, right? A stage whereby people are being misled. And I'm not comfortable with when people are being misled. Seriously.
What's the misleading?
Now, I want you to tell me what they are doing exactly. Let's talk about that. What exactly are they working on the process you spoke about now? Can you just give 1, 2, 3 steps of what to expect in the next
in the next, I can't concretely say it, but you said
I can tell you if I want to do something now. I can tell you.
Sir, I'm now saying the petition, more than 5 million signatures.
You all know that I signed it too. So
exactly. So that's
that too. I've asked you this question many times, Clement. You've never answered me.
Sir?
You have never answered me, and I don't like it.
What was the question?
I said
we
signed 5 million petition. Very significant, very important, right?
Yes.
We've signed it now. Yes. It's been over a month, right?
Yes.
Now, I am asking you now, where exactly are we taking it to? And then what should we do to ensure that where we are taking it to, it goes there? It's been over a month. Answer me that question straightforward. Where are we taking it to?
We are taking it to the UN.
Okay.
And they've written more than 50 different letters to the UN.
Okay.
The UN affirmed it, and they said we need to have a basic fundamental groundwork. Part of those groundwork is the passports. I'm sure you would have seen it. There are different designs of it. There are different designs. They are talking about the quarantine.
Hang on. United Nations has responded after that our petition, right? And they wrote in that their response that we should go and do groundwork, including passport. Do you have a copy of that confirmation letter from the United Nations? Do you?
I'm telling you, no individual can have such information. You know it. They are classified information. These were feedback.
I get you.
Oh man!
If they say no individual,
these were feedback from Abdullah.
Clement, hang on. If somebody tells you there is a document, right, about I mean a letter, acknowledgement letter from United Nations that addresses the people, and somebody told you nobody can see that letter except them, I will talk to you some other time, Clement, please. Let me take another call.
Hello.
Baba.
One name.
How are you, Baba? One name.
You know, my brother, there's something I love you for. One thing I love you for is
Baba.
You have tried beyond human capacity to make sure that people are not being misled.
I don't feel comfortable. But, you know, when they tell people that we need to keep it secret, we need to, man, there's something is fishy. But when people come to me and say, it's so, please, I'll let you speak, please. Go on first.
That is something I really like about you. And that's something I will not really come and talk about myself, and that is something most of the times when I have a belief on something, I still ask myself two different questions from two different sides: the workable, the reality, and the unrealistic. You know, a lot of us here. That is the reason. Thank God, the guy you're speaking, the previous caller is a Yoruba guy.
Clemo is my guy.
Most of the time, maybe if it is an Igbo guy and the Yoruba guy having this discussion, before you know it, they start tearing themselves down with racial, tribalistic.
No. The intention is to try to understand ourselves in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, like. Today, I was looking at something online, which I do comment once in a very little while. And it has something to do with what you did. This program, was it yesterday? Yes, when Bello, all those actors and actresses in Nigeria were talking about. Then, in that particular comment, the only thing I asked them, say what now? And the guy, because he saw my name as an Igbo, the next thing he did, he come up from Yoruba land. But, you know, I just looked at him, then I had to explain myself. In the last paragraph, what I said was, then take suffer, do you? And now, translated it in Yoruba language because I speak Yoruba very well.
So far, they tire you.
Say, You know, he didn't say anything because he told me he's now thinking I'm a Yoruba guy because I finished the whole thing with Yoruba language. So what am I trying to say is that most of the times we get so emotional. This is a journey. It is not a contest. It's not a 3 weeks competition, World Cup, that you play semi-final and play final, there's a champion. But this thing is a cause. That's the reason they said it's a cause. We will have to follow the due process. Even people thinking about United Nations here, United Nations there. Like you said, no United Nations will tell you go and get your passport, and if you get your passport, if that's the way, everybody can print different passports and give them once immediately.
You know?
But yes, but this thing, it is our thing. I have watched different movies on South Africa. I have read so many different things. Even when people go for armed robbery in South Africa and find out that the police is going to catch them, they turn it into free Nelson Mandela. They turn around and turn it to free Nelson Mandela. So people don't understand all these things. It is not a thing that we will just think, oh, it is. I heard Princess talking to you yesterday also. She made mention of it. It is not a lot of things that are going to unfold. This battle might not be for this our generation. But the reason we are shouting, if our fathers have shouted like this, maybe we'll have gotten further or we'll have gotten what we needed now.
At least.
But because they refuse to shout. But we are shouting. Even if we don't get it in our generation, we can pass the baton to the next generation so that they will continue from where we stop. This is something people don't realize. It is not good for any of us. I keep saying it. This is the kind of discussion they want us to have, to mislead each other. And when you mislead each other, believe me.
I mean, you know, when you tell people, when you give people expectation, people are really, really attached to this more than some people would imagine. I've spoken to people, right, one-on-one. I'm talking about elderly people, young people, and I've seen the passion in them. So if you know that something is not really perfected, if you give hope, they hold on to it. If you read the comments right now, there are people who are comfortable. We don't post everything online. We should not say this and that, and all of that, because they made them believe that something is being done. But whatever is being done, right, should be clear enough. Like I said earlier, practical enough. Enough not to make us feel like we are going to declare a nation before December. I've been told, I have people who have told me that everything is sorted. I'm like, this is misleading. A process of getting a nation, right, is a long, tedious one that when you begin to plant dates in the minds of the people, when those dates comes and gone, yeah, so would and then their nation didn't come, so would their spirit to begin to like a kind of a wane. And maybe I'm just kind of the only person who feels that way, but it is not to say the effort of everybody is wrong.
Like
you know, every effort matters. I said every effort matters, right? In fact, it's because of this effort that we are here where we are today. Being able to say where are we or measure our progress, right?
Let me expatiate clearly here.
Please.
The issue of Israel and Palestine and the issue of Nigeria and the people of Biafra and the people of Oduduwa, it's not the same.
No.
It is not the same. Because the Palestinians originally existed before the Israelis went back and said, oh, we've come to claim our land. Land is actually a problem in the issue of Palestine and Israel. Land. That is the reason they keep talking about occupation. You are occupying, you are occupying. It's different from what we are talking about in Nigeria. So, and the people you dealt with, I'm telling people, if you are dealing with somebody who is exposed, who is educated, the journey is always, the struggle is always minimal compared to when you are dealing with people who did not understand what is called education, who do not understand what is called peace. Because if you have peace, I will have peace. But if you don't have peace, definitely it's most important, it's most very, very near that I will not have peace. That is something that people don't realize. We are dealing with people who don't care about education. They don't care about life. They don't know the meaning of coexistence. They don't even know the meaning of existence. And you are dealing with those kind of people thinking you are dealing with the Americans, you are dealing with the British, because you see Scotland, because Scotland, every time they go on referendum, but have you forgotten that Scotland, that referendum is there in their constitution, it's their right, it's their legal right to call for it. But in Nigeria, we don't even have it at all.
There's so much mixed up, and like I said, there's so much kind of education that will still be done. Somebody said that he's so disappointed in Maiyegun tonight, maybe because I possibly deflated some sort of ego tonight. Okay, I am a Yoruba man who is so passionate about the Yoruba issue, including the Yoruba nation and all that. Okay. And I am educated enough in, in this kind of things we are talking about for somebody to tell me that they are going to declare Yoruba nation from United Nations. People have been running with this information for a while. And I think I kept quiet for too long. And some of them who probably are watching me right now saying they are disappointed is because
amen, if it
I don't believe United Nations will declare Yoruba nation. And it's sad.
No, amen. Like you said, we all are running the same race from different angles.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, if it comes. We pray that it comes like that. But it is very important, very, very paramount that we have to set the minds of people straight to know what we are pursuing. Like I always said,
I have those who believe that we should just declare it. Baba, see, this Yoruba nation and all of that. Osita, let me take another one more, okay? Because I just want all these opinions to vary and add on, because I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad of what they have done or not do. What I'm trying to say is that we should not mislead the people, okay? And if I listen to people who are supposed to be more exposed, right, pretty much up in arms, like, don't you know that we don't need referendum, we don't need this and that? See, I can deal with you. Nobody will move me, okay? I will continue to repeat what is right, and eventually you're going to come back and accept that, okay? Hello there.
Hello, good evening. How are you,
Princess? Okay. Hello,
I am a Yoruba woman.
Okay.
And we are trying to leave Nigeria.
Help us contribute. How are you?
I'm a Yoruba woman, and I am happy to be warned, and we are trying to leave Nigeria.
That's right.
First and foremost, yeah. Baba Akintoye is in support of referendum. When you know, Maiyegun.
I do.
I am surprised, really surprised tonight at the level of the awareness in people. But you can't know it all, Baba.
I know.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
You cannot know it all. I'm a student of history and international relations. Or agitation, Yoruba nation, this particular agitation we are having, this self-determination we are having at the moment, It is not something that is just starting. People have died because of this before. There was an Oshino that was killed 5 years after he said we should have a Yoruba nation at that time. There were people that started this struggle that are not even here anymore. Baba Akintoye, yeah, has been with Baba Awolowo. This is a torch we are passing on. I am happy to be holding on to this torch at the moment, Maiyegun, because I am ready to pass it on to my children.
As well.
I will pass it on if there is need for it. I will have to pass it on. But the issue is, Maiyegun, àwọn èèyàn wa ti like ìgbádùn jù. Nobody is willing to sacrifice anything for anybody. Nobody is downplaying whatever effort anyone has put into this. I can remember 2-3 years ago when I go to the market and I talk about Yoruba Nation, the amount of bullshit I've been able, people that I can't have work in my house, what they say to me. I know what they say to me now. How do you get your nation, Maiyegun? Lolo talked about, Clement talked about recognition. How do you get recognized? How do people know what you are doing? By investing in them. At in this structure, we have a structure at hand at the moment. What is this structure? Okay, we have a platform we are donating money into. This money is going to go into 10,000s of students WAEC. It is going to go into subsidizing food for people to eat. It is going to go into, getting people clothed. It is going to go into getting people sheltered. That is the awareness, that is the recognition you should be looking for. So when there is call for referendum, your people that you have been taking care of in the grassroots, whatever it is the Nigerian government is doing at the moment, is what you are going to start doing from the scratch. You cannot declare a nation. You have been misinformed. You can't declare it. You could get attacked. Somebody is telling you, United Nations told you to go get your passport. I know people that have worked with United Nations for 25, 30 years. I was so gobsmacked at people's reaction yesterday night that I had to wake that man yesterday night. Delusional. Or are they getting wrong information? When people tell you what you want to hear and you don't investigate it, it is likely the most intelligent person will fly with that kind of information. It is very possible. You see yourself as a very educated person. You see, there is something, anybody can manipulate anybody, Maiyegun.
I know. A semi-illiterate can manipulate a professor. That is why I've always said it. Critical thinking is now superpower in this country. If you
you do critical thinking, you are Spider-Man. You are Superman. You are Thanos. You are Thor. You are everything. It is a matter of sitting down and looking at it properly. In as much as you all want this Yoruba nation, I want it too. I want it to happen like now. I want it to happen like tomorrow. Yes, I can hear you, Baba.
Yeah, Princess. You know, one thing is that, like we said, people are pretty much, emotional a lot about this whole thing. Some people are kind of misunderstanding the whole conversation in the first place, thinking that, this is to disparage or to undermine some people. But we just want people to know that sometimes, in fact, all the time, nobody should be comfortable when you are being misinformed. Or maybe the people are those who are misconceptualizing what they are being told. You know what I mean now, Princess? Our effort is not to what everyone is doing in any way. Because
at all. I signed that petition. I signed it. I asked people to sign it.
I spend my money
to it is very significant.
You see, one thing I was looking forward to.
It is very significant. It will go a long way. In fact, it is a big one.
Princess, you know what? One thing I was actually looking forward to at some point after that petition was signed is that to manage, to lobby, and get somebody to give representatives of the Yorubas to speak in the United Nations. You know what I mean? Like come there and table your your demand. You know, that could have given us that recognition that they are talking about. So if they are working on
that edge,
that is something I'm probably going to say, wow. So I don't want to see a situation whereby people believe that, we are, like we are going to declare it so time. You don't declare a country that way. That's a fact, right?
You can't.
But you can get recognition to the point that if United Nations should invite the, what do you call it? That's a big thing for you to come and address the whole world about why you need Yoruba nation on the floor of the United Nations. But United Nations will never declare you still. If the United Nations should declare any country...
It won't.
It won't. Please, Princess.
United Nations can supervise your referendum. They can do that. But you want to declare. We have signed petition. Sign a petition. I signed that petition myself. My son signed the petition. My cousins, my sisters, my niece, we all did. So, Baba ti sọ nǹkankan, Baba Akintoye ti sọ nǹkankan. Maiyegun, ilé ńlá òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí o. Ṣòwárí ilé ńlá máa gba èrò ńlá. Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n máa wà ńbẹ̀. Ẹni tí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n máa wà ńbẹ̀. Olódo máa wà ńbẹ̀. Olófo máa wà nínú ilé ńlá yẹn náà. Ológo máa wà ńbẹ̀. Afọ́jú máa wà ńbẹ̀. Wèrè máa wà ńbẹ̀. Ilé ńlá ni. Oh, my, accommodate so many people, but we should do a critical thinking whenever we hear anything. Whoever it is coming from might not even have the idea. But before that thing starts flying, before people start flying with it, you can bring them back. Lagbaja, you said so thing and so time. This is wrong. If you can confront people, see, as I am sitting here, Maiyegun, if I see Ashiwaju in front of me now, I will give him a piece of more royal share. Naturally, I am just like that.
And a lot of us are like that.
I will give him a piece of me right in front. I sent a video to you, Maiyegun.
I saw it.
I was in front of a sitting governor. I did what I had to do.
Sorry.
Maiyegun lágbájá rèé o. Dubious Dàpọ̀ mà là ń wò yìí ó rèé wájú wa o. Àwọn oníwọ̀nranwọ̀nran. He was there. Mi ò gbègbà ní gẹ́gẹ́ abọ́ gàrí mi lọ sílé èèyàn kankan. If I can afford a Versace, I won't put it on. You are not going to oppress me with anything because let me go. Why? I'm not looking for anything. I'm just contented the way I am. I am not Jonathan. I had shoes when I was growing up. I know good food. So I'm not looking for anybody. I am not looking for any like from anywhere. If I am telling you the truth, it is the truth. It's either you take it. I like it when I talk to people and they don't listen. So that I can sit back and relax and tell them, didn't I tell you? I thought I told you that.
Problem is simply because you see this little conversation around me by tomorrow you will start seeing them. People are going to feel like you are actually coming for them for asking questions and all of that stuff, right? They will quickly
coming for who? No, you go speak in plain language.
No. I mean that not you.
Speaking, coming for who? Emi o program kakakiri mi show program lórí YouTube.
The only Latin princess. I'm just trying to give you a net start, right? The bottom line of this conversation tonight, again, is not to undermine anybody's effort, okay? We all want to see a way out or a way forward. And then for those who have been chatting that way forward, we commend them, okay? But one thing is that I want to say to many people who actually listen to some of these people to please respect Maiyegun's Diary political platform. If they told you that Yorubas don't need referendum and every other thing they are telling you, please save us some of them, okay? Because if I have to be honest, which is what I am all the time, some of them sound so stupid to me. And that is the reason why I will never bring many of them to my program, because I'm not going to bring somebody that I'm going to tear them down here. Because what they believe they are saying to some of these people, they can't say them where I am sitting down and I'm asking them questions. They will fall flat. So that's why I'm going to say, if you are one of those who listen to them, don't come to Maiyegun's Diary Politico and then start asking me questions about why or what am I doing in order to blah, 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 blah. I just thought I should add that. Because from tomorrow, Princess, they will start coming. And you see all those who are misleading people with some of these bogus informations and all of that, especially those who are actually like getting money from it. I have a lot of information that I could share that could actually bring all of them to, But again, we are saying, when you are being misled anywhere, don't come to Maiyegun's Diary Political to come and enforce that here by asking stupid questions around that.
Exactly.
Please respect this.
I don't need anybody to second whatever it is I'm saying.
Stupid to us.
You know,
tell you are sounding stupid, and you can tell me to go to hell, but I'll tell you.
It is what it is.
Around me, please, Princess.
It is what it is, Maiyegun. It is what it is. That's why I say this to people. I am not looking for any like from anybody. No. Mo ni wa tọrọ nǹkan lọ́wọ́ yín. Tí n bá ní tẹ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi, I'm ready to give it. Tí n bá fi pé ẹ deserve it. But coming out and telling people the wrong thing, no, that is not going to come from me.
Then doubling down, considering those asking questions as they are trying to rob me. But I'll wait till Princess everybody around there up can have the one more call.
Yeah, Baba, I think people should the level of wokeness tó wà lára àwọn èèyàn. Èmi ò mọ̀ pé kò tóbi téèyàn gbé wọn lọ. So when you're dealing with people, you have to come to their level. Or you rise above that level. It is what it is, Maiyegun. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever it is you have said now, you said something before. the thing between here and there is time. It is time. Time will tell. If we are getting this Yoruba nation, yeah, that is the process.
We have to put in.
It is the process. We all have to go through it.
Yeah.
All right, Jare Baba. I want Nnamdi Kanu all giddy go now. Nnamdi Kanu should have declared Biafra nation if it has been that easy. It wouldn't have to deal with Nigerian government.
They don't know.
We don't even have an army.
No, they are telling.
We don't even have our military apparatus. We don't have army.
Well, part of what they said.
Who is going to defend you?
No, part of what the United Nations told them was to form their army. You see, it's extended kind of, Oh, Princess, any nice night, yeah? Let me take another.
All right, Baba Jare, all right.
Nice one. Hello there.
Hey, my.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Hang on.
Hello, I can hear you. Maiyegun, I have to step outside.
It's been a long time. I know you've been trying, right? Well, it's been like ages since I spoke to you.
I have to step outside my house to talk. Yeah, I know. Maiyegun, how are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Maiyegun, I refuse to listen to a lot of people talk anymore. You know, the reason is this. Like I told Koiki, and I told Professor Adeyemo, if you don't have a strategy for to get Yoruba nation, you'll never get Yoruba nation. And the way I look at things is totally different. Are you listening?
Oh, all of us are.
Yeah, the way I look at things is totally different. See, Yoruba nation, we don't have any power. We shy away from politics in Nigeria because we don't have to have election. You see what I'm saying? The thing that we need to do as a Yoruba nation that Chief Igboho, God bless him, has started for us is the agitation. It has a lot of followers. We have the numbers. Instead of them converting that numbers into a political group, a political campaign, we shy away from all that. We want to take power by force. You can't take power by force if you don't have your military, your army to support you, to protect you and property, to protect our leaders. If you don't have that, you are wasting our time. The thing that we should have done is we should have done things like the Sinfray, like the IRA in Northern Ireland did. You see what I'm saying? I don't see Yoruba nation right now. I see it probably in about 4 years. If we can put out together a strategy, we have to have a political strategy to take over the Yoruba land itself, to compete in Lagos. Yoruba nation people must compete with the governors. You have to beat the governors of the power. If you don't have power, you cannot put your constitution to place. This is the thing. The people who are leading us right now, God bless them, but they are doing it wrongly. We should have been contesting in an election in the Yoruba land, not general election in Nigeria. Yoruba land. You have to take power. You have to have power in your domain to be able to tell your people, okay, this is what we are going to do next. If you don't have power in your domain, you have to take over your local government. You have to take over your state government. This is what the Yoruba nation people should have put together, a political force. We don't want to fight, but you don't have any political force to compete.
And there's no way that we will fight if it's not, what do you call it? It's not physical, it's not political. There's going to be one fight eventually. I mean, if it's...
there will be fight eventually, but you want to have your army in place.
Before
you want to have your security in place. You see what I'm saying? If you want to have your army in place, you want to have at least 500,000 Yoruba boys and girls employed into the Yoruba army in place, so that you can counter any outside and inside. Yeah. We don't have a strategy. See, we run away from. You see, the swaggers are controlling Yoruba land now. Swaggers, you know what I mean by swaggers? Yeah, they are the one controlling Yoruba. You need to compete with them and beat them off of the power. We have the numbers. Yoruba nation have the numbers to do it. But see, instead of us converting Chief Igboho application, with all those people that go outside campaigning into a political group. We are shying away from what we need. Look at what happened to IRA in Northern Ireland. At one time, they were terrorists, right? But look at them now. They have a political power now in Northern Ireland. They win the election. So now they can say, okay, this is the constitution we're going to have in Northern Ireland. We don't have such thing. You see what I'm saying? We don't really have to fight a physical war, but we have to fight a smart war. Use our mind to beat these people over the power. Yeah, logical power. Look at all the local governments. Who are the one controlling the local government? Yoruba nation people should be the one control the local government. You must have your power base in your hand.
Everywhere. Exactly.
Yeah, grassroots everywhere. Once you have that, you can then negotiate. In Nigeria, tell Nigeria to hell with you. We're not giving you any money from Lagos, so we're not giving any money from Undone State. We're not giving anything. So you want to talk to us? Come and talk. You see, we have the power, we have the monetary power, you have the political power, and then you have the army to back you. Buhari does not want to say 500,000 Yoruba people in the military, do our military. You think he's going to attack you? Huh? The Queen will say, oh no, we don't have to let these people go. You see what I'm saying? But the people, I was talking to Professor Adeyemo that we need to be in politics. They're telling me, you have to be in the system to change the system. You see, I've been talking about this thing for a long time. Maiyegun, when I talk to, I don't want to mention the people who are on the same forum as you. When I call them and talk to them, they will tell me, they don't want to hear what I'm saying because they don't hear the truth. Everybody's comfortable in there. Look, Maiyegun, you're doing a great thing. I'm telling you. You have to educate these people. We have to use the. Don't let me stay on this long. We have to use the IRA, the CFA strategy, to get Yoruba nation. I see Yoruba nation in 3 to 4 years, not today. Not today. We don't need to go to the United Nations.
We have to put a lot
No, yeah. We don't need to go to the United Nations. I want you like the Queen of England. Who is she? I mean, you know what I'm saying? We don't need all that. Yoruba has power. We have numbers. We are over 100 million people. Maiyegun, the research that I did, over 100 million people. They are Yorubas. Mind you, so I always call myself an Ijebu man. See what I'm saying? I'm an Ijebu man. Yes, I'm Yoruba.
Or are you an Ijebu man?
I'm an Ijebu man.
So there you have it.
If you ask me, I want my own Ijebu Republic as a matter of fact. But I will settle with Yoruba nation.
At least, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I will settle with Yoruba nation.
Let me take another call.
Please, listen, Maiyegun, I would love to talk to you. I have your number here. I would love to talk to you one-on-one, man.
Sure.
We can exchange ideas.
I know.
All right.
Thank you so much. Sorry, say that. Oh, I think that's same. I have another person on the line as well. So let's have that. Hello there.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, brother. How are you?
I'm trying. I'm well. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah, good. Please, I just want to correct some conversation on the program
tonight.
And
it's
meanwhile,
been very hot tonight. I mean, fair enough. We don't have so many people on. It could have been like so boiling. So I'm gonna listen to you, Baba. Go on.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to talk about Clement. Yeah, I want to go on Clement first. Clement, yeah, I'm very sure you'll be listening to my voice at the moment because I know you're always on program. I really enjoy you while you're talking. But tonight, you miss it. You miss it totally. And you know what? When you're talking on the program, you just have to be careful because for the past days, you have shown your intelligence on the program. But tonight, you miss it. I don't want to lie to you. I'm not confronting you or I'm trying to correct you. But at the same time, I don't know you. because you are backstage. But you can see Maiyegun on the screen every day. But we are fighting for one thing. We're fighting for Yoruba nation. We should understand ourselves. Even this conversation that you have tonight, there's a way you have to talk to Maiyegun about it, because Maiyegun is trying to correct you, and meanwhile you still like, because for the past day you have shown your intelligence, but tonight you're out of the road. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not correcting you, but in case of next time, please, we don't know you. We only know Maiyegun. And meanwhile, Maiyegun is always on the program. Everybody is watching Maiyegun. So please, whatever the conversation you want to have with Maiyegun, when he wants to come to an argument, and even this is not an argument, this is what we're supposed to see clearly. There's a way we can declare. There's no way, bro. Even Onitiri, our mother, I can say our mother, she didn't say we will declare. Just try to get that. She didn't say.
Like maybe misconception and the way people misinterpret whatever this, because to me it doesn't make sense. But if you feel offended by that, well, I'm offended for somebody telling me that we are just going to, you know what I mean? I'm offended. You are abusing my intelligence there. So if I sound offended to you, come on, Baba.
I was listening. You can see how much I try after Clement. Before Clement dropped, I was trying to call you to pick up the phone, but Princess came in. So, Clement, please, if you want to have good understanding about this, there's a way you can talk to Maiyegun about it. Not on the program, because you are arguing on the program, and this is argue blindly. I believe some other day that you talk, everybody sit down and listen to you, because there are some valuable things that you contribute to the program. But tonight, just in case of next time, please, bro, if there is any argument that want to come up, and with this kind of argument, or just try to come in, and there's a way you can talk about it later.
Thank you, Baba. I wouldn't even say it's an argument. I'm just going to say that, two guys who are like, having a conversation on the two parallel lines that never really meet in that point. Well, I bet we'll have a way around it eventually. All of us are learning eventually, Baba. Thank you so much.
Maiyegun, you know what? I was listening. There was a day that, because I subscribe to YouTube stuff, and any day there is a program on YouTube, it comes up on my YouTube that, there's a program, and there was a guy, I don't remember his name. So I saw Mamonitiri talking. Mamonitiri said he wrote a letter to the Queen of England to see what is going on in Nigeria. That is part of what is going on, and he wants to make a recognition that, okay, this is what the people are facing, and at least this is the problem of the country at the moment. That is what he said. He didn't say that Yoruba will declare Yoruba nation.
Right.
Even if we want to, we can't just declare Yoruba nation. How many, bro? You know what? Let me tell you this.
Tell us.
I don't want to lie to you. Let's talk with our mouth. Let's say everything.
That's what everybody has been doing since now. You have been seeing me here just like.
Let me tell you this.
I was going to make tonight a remembrance night, but look at us. Go on.
Bro, please. We can't get Yoruba nation without people dying. Let's forget about it. Who wants to die? I will tell you the truth. I will tell you the truth. Without people dying, these people, they are killing people every day. What are you talking about? How many people that die in South Korea and North Korea? How many people that die in West Sudan, Sudan North, and Sudan South?
Sudan.
What are we saying? How many people that already died in Nigeria? Nobody have already died. Nobody died in Nigeria. This one that they are bombing, this is not, before we get Yoruba nation, there will be a war. Let's forget about it. Are we lying to ourselves? We want to take one country, the country that has its own mineral resources. So we say we are a Yoruba, we want to take Yoruba out of Nigeria. Is that possible? It can be possible, but not now. Let's forget about it.
That is why I said, that you see all these efforts. We should complement the effort enough to make sure that there are Yorubas, our people back home, who actually want this. I have seen their videos, Baba. I've seen people who are campaigning for Yoruba nation, and they are so passionate about it in some of these remote areas. I have seen them, right? I said, the reason why this is not spreading is because of the intimidation, the fear of arrest, fear of killing, and all of that. Is the reason why people are not publicly showcasing this Yoruba nation as they should be, especially back home. I said we need to build. Yeah, I said we need to build something to encourage them so that they can know that they are safe, they will be safe, even if Nigeria comes for them. That's the part that I believe is still missing now. Every other effort has done so well. You see, if we can do grassroots work, that people are confident to come out in their hundreds of thousands for this same purpose, right? It will complement every other effort done. And guess what? All of these people who have been doing and working their asses out for years on this issue, right? They will become an overnight hero because everything will complement what they have been doing. And I said, don't see this as a competition, but Baba, our people are just our people.
Let me tell you, you just mentioned something like that. People are in Nigeria, they want to come about because of the intimidation.
They are scared.
You see this guy that just came out. Wait, you see this guy that just came out now, Okuno, what they call himself, one of the artists. They will come for him, I'm telling you. They will definitely come for him.
Now, when they come for
it might not be today, it might be
him. Who is going to stand up for him? When they decide to turn him into an outcast in their industry, which organization is going to fight for him? And which other artist will be bold enough to actually speak up again? So these are the things they look. I said, listen, when we are doing everything to make, there are some other critical part that they may look so little, but they are so critical. Don't overlook them. Invest in them. Invest in those people. When you do, when you see the outcome of that, your investment, to complement other things you have been doing, right? Even if they say this is going to be a journey of 10 years, you can turn it to 10 months in a short while. Just invest in the right people. People feel like it's a competition. Like, don't say that. Do you think you know everything? Baba, all of us get mad for that. Now all of us get shoko for head. Nobody is more Yoruba than the other. We can pretend to be gentle, and we can pretend to. We can decide not to be as well. But when I'm being misled with misinformation, I don't care who you are. I'll call your bluff.
Of course, that's true. That's true. All right, thank you, Baba. Thank you. I really appreciate
your add-on. Let me take another one too. Here we go. Hello there. Oh, hang on, sir. It seems like
hello.
You are connected. Hello.
You are blessed and highly favored.
Amen.
I
am hearing.
Báwo ni sorry, kìnìún tí mo send sọmọ mi.
Èwo nú ẹ̀ máa o. Ṣé recently àbí ń gbà yẹn?
Inú àkáǹtì ẹ̀ tó send sí mi. Inú àkáǹtì tó send sí mi ni mo send it sí. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Yéwándé náà kọ́. God bless you. Yéwándé náà kọ́ tó ń dàgbà nínú ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run. Jésù ṣe. Jésù ṣe. I'm really happy. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ lálẹ́ yìí. Mo rí pé you are down when people started criticizing you. Sórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti rí báyìí nígbà míì, wàá gbé sílẹ̀. Wàá mú ìtò tó máa lift the spirit ẹ̀ up. Ìtò máa lift the spirit ẹ̀ up yẹn, wàá mú wá. Wàá sì ṣe léyìí because o fẹ́ kéèyàn convince me, o fẹ́ convince èèyàn ni with the power of God. But it comes from the heart. When you are speaking, the spirit take over. But when you see that they are not there, you are not convinced. You now come in another way to explain, not with argument. Please take it. Make sure people understand what you are saying. And I will still go back to because lánàá nígbà tí princess jáde tó sọ̀rọ̀, mo jókòó mo rò gan, mo ní Father Lord, I talk to Mama Onitiri because of this. I go far into the Yoruba nation problem. I'm telling you the truth. Mo pe bàbá, màmá sọ nǹkan tí màmá yìí sọ. Lójú mi is right. But the way táwọn èèyàn fi ń present ẹ̀ níta ni mi ò mọ̀. Mo wá ní láti pe lọ́ọ̀yà mi láàárọ̀ yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lágbà tí mo gbọ́ lánàá. Mo pe lọ́ọ̀yà mi láàárọ̀ yìí. Mo ní referendum àti petition. Is that the same thing? So, ó wá pè mí ó ní màmá. Mo ní I want to know because ẹni tó bá fẹ́ mọ̀ ló máa ń fẹ́ díẹ̀ gbọ́. I always like to learn. Lọ́ọ̀yà mi wá sọ fún mi wípé referendum and petition, they are the same. Only what you are doing petition for is to know the mind of people. The referendum, if they do referendum, is the same thing like petition. The petition is the same thing like referendum. If I now go for Yoruba, only Yoruba, you know, it don't like it doesn't do Yoruba nation. It's not Yoruba man. But it always helps me out when I'm convinced of something which is law like this. Only referendum is a power. Ipò tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní ìjọ tó ti pé ìjọ tó tí ó pé 5 million ìjọ yìí ni wọ́n ti máa declare Yorùbá nation. Mo ní ṣe sure mo wá sọ fún pé tó mọ nǹkan tí mo fi ń béèrè kìíní. Mo ní ẹnìkan wá sórí Maiyegun lánàá. The woman talk but I don't know the area I will stay. Ó wá sọ fún mi wípé the referendum. The petition is stand for referendum. Nigeria doesn't need for referendum. If a man bottom man saw, if they want referendum, they want referendum. If of that people if I walk on what, you get my dialogue. If I should go, if a to fellow declare in Niger, any Latin Mura to Nigeria, Mama said, ready Latin. Mo ní ìlágbára lọ́tọ́rí ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ travel lọ Nàìjíríà mo cancel rẹ̀ nítorí mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ó jà ǹdẹ̀ lágbára. Ó ní tán bá declare Nàìjíríà lónìí wípé wọ́n á jà nítorí àwọn fúnra ara wọn mọ̀ according to my lawyer only the Nigerian government know that 5 million, that is why they don't want that 5 million to complete before. Ó nígbà tó dẹ̀ ti complete yẹn kò sí.
So pé nǹkan tó ṣe tí fẹ́ declare ní wípé tó bá lọ declare báyìí Nàìjíríà máa decide láti bá wa jà so a ní láti ready kó tó di pé a máa declare according to lawyer yín yẹn mà yeah. Kí ló ṣe network yìí? Hello ma. Network yẹn o I don't know. Hello. No, and I'm actually enjoying that there. Okay, I'll take another one. And then, yeah. Hello there.
Whoa. Hello, Maiyegun.
Larry. I've been seeing you there since anyway. How are you, sir?
Man, I almost lost hope. Like, man, it looks like today is not going to be my lucky day. But hey, yeah, I am today.
It probably would have been so if the network didn't put Mama on disconnect and all that. So, but still fair enough. It's good to have you, Baba. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, my brother. How are you? And how are the kids? And how is everyone on the show? I can see we're having a very hot debate tonight. Not really very hot.
They say, Baba, they say that if two family enter, if two brothers or two, sisters enter a room and they come out and they are smiling, maybe they lie to themselves. So it's been very hot tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I can see the mood in the house. But what I'm just gonna say is, I want to borrow Koiki's his little phrase or sentence. He always says something. He always says this. He said, it's a big elephant. No matter how we kill it, no matter how we've been successful in bringing it down, let's just bring it down. Nigeria is a big elephant. Just like, I don't know if I got it right, but I think I have that, almost the full context of
the idea. We got the idea there, the illustration. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm just going to say is, this is a very sensitive, topic tonight. I mean, not really sensitive topic. It just came on. Clement said his own. Princess King, you said, some people said, yeah, fine. See, but saying to everybody, Lara, but saying everybody, you understand?
I know.
But at the same time, everybody was right. Let me stay in an enclosed area so you can hear me better. Everybody was right. Sherry, I want everybody to pay a referendum. Baba, how corrupt even the one back from referendum, Baba. On my corrupt referendum process. Nobody these people they buy vote. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Now, our Baba wants to one man one of our normal lovely brother from the east. Igbo, that's abusive. You understand? One of my lovely brother from the east said something. He said, Maiyegun, referendum is allowed in the Scottish whatever. You understand? Constitution, yeah. Only it's not even, it's just mere mouth say in our own whatever. Yeah, like we have the right
constitution.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not in our constitution. So I would like us to look at it this way and from this angle. Everybody is right. Maiyegun, you are 100% right. Clement is 100% right. Princess is 100% right. If this is a big elephant, let's just look for a way to kill it, bring it down. That's all. You understand what I'm saying? So, Bogwalawa right. Okay, because the normal constitutional way referendum. You understand? If you referendum, you're not just looking there in the kind of $60. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm going to think big Bible. I'm going to think big Bible. I'm going to think people here. So yes, talking full boy bari pé nǹkan báyìí ṣe àmọ́ ibi tẹ́mi fẹ́ kí a tún gbé ojú sí nìyẹn o Maiyegun. You understand what I'm saying? Mi ò sọ pé èèyàn kan wà right àbí èèyàn kan wà wrong. Gbogbo ala wà right bàbá. Ní gbogbo ala la fẹ́ oríire. You understand? Gbogbo ala fẹ́ oríire. Gbogbo ala fẹ́ lọ síwájú. Gbogbo ala fẹ́ pé kátà dẹ̀ bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú yìí. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? So one way or the other, nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn máa sọ ni pé kíní ó gba sùúrù ó jẹ́ gbà pé ká gbọ́ra wa yìí. Èèyàn tó ní pé kò sí referendum tó jẹ́ ni pé àníṣe so time ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀. Mọ bí tí wọ́n ti bọ́rọ̀ dé. Ṣáwa mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n ti rí Joe Biden face to face. Joe Biden jẹ́ ni pé kò sí wèrè àbí ṣá mọ̀ bí wọ́n ti lọ bá Putin face to face tó ti jókòó. You understand what I'm saying? And all these moves cannot be, said outside because our Hausa wey dey tan bad deal gbogbo program yìí ló ń wò wọ́n wo ti tiẹ̀ wọ́n wo ti Koiki wọ́n wo ti kílọ̀kọ̀ Ọmọlúkà wọ́n gbogbo program ló ń wò because wọ́n fẹ́ máa grab information lára gbogbo nǹkan tí everybody bá ń sọ. So I don't blame these people if they say àwọn ò fẹ́ let it out. If truly ṣebí àwa náà gbàdúrà ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí brother wa from the eastern side sọ pé amen if it happens amen. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying ṣebí America náà ni bàbá mo fẹ́ kó fi nǹkan sí ọkàn sí i pé òyìnbó tó ṣe pẹ́ńsù náà kọ́ ló ṣe resign bàbá ó yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ mu láti bẹ̀yẹn. Àbí ṣé wọ́n ní ẹni right láti lọ wọnú Libya láti lọ pa Gaddafi? but one àwọn náà lọ ṣe pension àwọn náà lọ ṣe resign àwọn ni kò sí wèrè àparẹ́ náà ni. You understand what I'm saying, Baba? So tábà wò látòkè tá wò lọ sísàlẹ̀ òyìnbó tó ṣe pension náà lọ ṣe resign bàbá mi. There is always a question tí àwọn people yìí máa ń béèrè tó bá table nǹkan wá sí iwájú wọn. It is the question of what is in it for us. That question is a big question. Baba, you understand? And I know we are all in it now. So, by table and people, they will tell you okay, what is in it for us. You understand? So we never can tell. Okay, we first on for anything. We first everybody listen. By any way, Obasanjo, stupid, shaking Kode. Baba, do you know where the unthinkable happened during Obasanjo's time? And what is the unthinkable? Obasanjo ogbe gbèsè wa ó sọ di zero. Báwo la ṣe mọ̀ tó ṣe ṣe?
Àmọ́ bó ṣe ṣe.
Àbí? Bàbá, àwa ò believe wa bí. Ọmọ ò ní pé mi ò sọ pé mi ò ní pé àmọ́.
Láàrin ẹ̀jẹ̀ sáré sọ bẹ̀yẹn.
Okay.
Ìyẹn ò ń ṣe secret. Obasanjo
ó fi nǹkan kan sílẹ̀.
Kò ṣe náà. Obasanjo lọ ń bẹ ẹ̀rí gbogbo àtún travel gbà yẹn náà. It was going about and begging all of these people to forgive Nigerian debt, and that's exactly what happened. They wrote out of, many of them off.
All right.
She miracle or anything like any move special.
Okay. Mo fẹ́ béèrè one question, and that question might sound a little bit stupid now. This is my
question, Baba. Just ask.
Yeah. The only reason why I said that statement is because nígbà tó ń bẹ̀ wọ́n. Ṣèbí ìtaari lójú TV ní nígbà tí wọ́n wà lórí round table tí wọ́n gbé fáìlì sílẹ̀ pọ̀ gbẹ́ni nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́. Ìyẹn ni the question of what is in need for us. Sáwọn náà la nice tó yẹn.
Like the give and take.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Sáwọn náà la nice tó yẹn ni tó máa fi wá gbé gbogbo gbèsè wa ọkẹ́ máa sọ di zero. Sáwọn náà la nice bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Bàbá ẹ ká rò bẹ́ẹ̀. What is the need for us again? It's a big question. Mo jẹ́ fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká ṣe kí ni ká gbójú sókè ká wo question yẹn pé because question táwọn òyìnbó máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wa ni. Bá ṣe gbọ́ o, wọ́n ní ojúkú ó lọ bá àwọn Russia. Àwọn Russia ní òkè a máa wá epo fún 20 years. Ojúkú ní irọ́ ó ti pọ̀ jù. Bá ṣe gbọ́ o, bá wọn sí ń bẹ̀. You understand what I'm saying? That is the question of what is in need for us. Tó wáyé pé aláyé ti gbàǹgbà yẹn ni. You understand? Tó yẹ pé aláyé ti gbàǹgbà yẹn ni. Yíbo máa ti lọ Russia máa ti gbé gbogbo jàgàmù wọn wá gbogbo. Ó yà ẹ kúrò gbogbo because àwọn náà mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ wọn máa kú sójú ogun yẹn. Torí ẹ̀ lọ ṣe máa ń béèrè that question pé what is in it for us? You get what I'm saying? So àwọn tí wọ́n fi ògùn ẹ̀gbá rí tí wọ́n ní àníṣe bàbá ẹ ká wò ó. Ó ṣeé ṣe ìṣèbádùúrà náà ni. Wọ́n ní àpè mẹ́rin ní là ń pè tèmi dire. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bàbá mi. So ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró ká wò láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà pé well wọ́n ní pé bàbá ni let's wait and see. Ká ṣe máa wo orúkọ Abíọ́lá. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bàbá mi. So ibi tẹ́mi fẹ́ ká ibi tẹ́mi ti fẹ́ ká ti wò nìyẹn. You understand what I'm saying? So Maiyegun.
I mean, there's so much that is around already anyway. So yeah, Larry Baba. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, I appreciate you, Maiyegun, and God bless you for your wisdom, and God will continue to add more wisdom onto your wisdom. And one thing, anybody who needs to di èèyàn burúkú nínú rẹ̀.
Àì gbàgbé ìyẹn jàre lẹ́rìí kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ Maiyegun dèèyàn burúkú tí bá ń ṣe bí gentleman mo ṣe ní ẹ̀ mọ̀ kan ṣe rí mi ò wà fẹ́ láti offend anybody. Bàbá ẹja gbé wèrè sílẹ̀ tí bá mọ̀ kan. Ẹ má worry pa èmi ẹ má worry pa bọ́ bàbá àtúnsọ̀rọ̀ nice one èmi ò mind o tó bá like mi kò má like mi tó bá like mi kò like mi that one thing yẹn o èmi ò really bother o tí ẹni tó bá gbé wá ní gbígbóná àgbà ní bàbá hot one ẹni tó bá gbé wá ní tútù àgbà ní frozen one tó le gan but nevertheless ẹ jẹ́ ń gbọ́ Ahmed Alfa.
Maiyegun, let us be calming down, everybody.
Calm down.
Let all of us be calming down.
Calm down. Me if I can't worry for me. Sure you get. Yeah. I don't want people to feel like I don't want people to see you this way. I'll be very this way.
Anybody who wants to see anybody anyway.
So me if I can't don't worry about me. People should not worry about me. Perception.
Worry about yourself.
Right? People can like me in the morning.
Yes.
they can dislike me in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
It.
So don't worry about me.
Exactly.
Ahmed,
exactly what I wanted to say. Exactly what I wanted to say.
So go on, Baba.
Maiyegun has been saying this. Maiyegun has been saying this on this platform every day, but it seems like many people are losing focus. I can see. I've been reading comments.
Comment. Thank God you came in, so that you helped me close the thing.
Yeah.
There are people ordinarily, okay, they don't like Maiyegun as anytime Maiyegun or they are talking about Yoruba Nation or Maiyegun's diary, right? There are some of these women, right? They ordinarily feel like Maiyegun is trying to usurp whatever they are doing. They don't see it as any support. So if there's any conversation that goes contrary to whatever nonsense they are spewing in,
they will begin to rant nonsense.
Right? They automatically just jump here. You this Maiyegun, you this, and you'll be wondering, of course. They are here. So I've seen them many times. That's why I tell people that don't worry about me. There are many people who have said that I don't get respect. That's why they don't follow me. But this Olori are still here because of Sunday Igboho or because of this and that. So when they miss Yan, don't worry about me. I can deal with anybody my own way. Respect you all. So go on, Abed. Come on, ragba for anybody. Come on, ragba for you. Come on, ragba for leader.
You see, I believe even Clement himself.
No,
he understands.
Clement lost focus in it. Clement about the issue. I mean, you know what to do. So that Clement is not an issue, and I kind of feel bad. I feel bad that at some point Clement was pretty much like a doubling down on something that got so many people to feel like this is an argument. Okay. It shouldn't have been.
See, the thing is this. The thing is this, Maiyegun. What I want people to understand is that this is an opinion everybody is bringing. But what Maiyegun is trying to say, maybe I don't understand how some people understood it. But is Maiyegun is just trying to let you know that don't raise your hope too much.
Do you get
on things that
questions, don't raise their hope.
It's not Maiyegun didn't say don't believe in Baba Kitoye. He doesn't say don't believe in Mama Oniti, but don't raise your hope because some people said this, they said that. Don't raise your hope. Nobody Ogbogowa Tawambi Bayi Otisua. Today la everybody is fed up. So because Maiyegun say kinikon, it shouldn't be a problem. He's just trying to call your attention. Don't raise your hope too much. But we are fighting for something. And we believe as long as we are consistent, we are on what we are doing, we will surely get there. Slow and steady, we will get there. Because the people we are fighting, every day they keep making that mistake.
That's right.
And that mistake is a win for us. And we keep on making that mistake. So why are we so disturbed? Come on, man.
I mean,
you shouldn't even. Nobody should be. Come on.
No,
Nnamdi Kanu himself.
Ahmed, you know what they do? It's not about when are you going to have it, right? It is about Maiyegun. These people have done this, they have done that. We are just here talking that we expect you to give us an update on what these people have done, that one have done. I'm like, well,
that is their thing.
Then they turn around and they're like, Maiyegun, what are you talking about? Our leader told us that there is no referendum and this. And I'm like, okay. Do you get that now? Then if you try to, like I did earlier, right? It's probably just kind of makes some people feel kind of uncomfortable. And then some Olori Brukus who are commenting right now said they can smell ego in the air. Ahmed, I said that all the time on this program.
Èmi gan ní
mo
ìgbéraga
ní
o.
ojú mi ò dẹ̀ hide there. If it offends you, Nikoma will look at me anymore. Mo ní ìgbéraga when I see the people that are, you know, Ahmed, you know that oh. So if anybody doesn't like it,
bó ṣe yẹ kó wà
in a
nìyẹn
way,
bó ṣe yẹ kó wà nìyẹn kì í ṣe pé
don't associate with somebody like me. Yeah.
Maiyegun, you see what you just said, ba? You see what you just said? Exactly what I used to tell people that around money besheri mi yi ele ni mo ni ìgbéraga o ele pe ni ìgbéraga, of course ìgbéraga ni, but to me on a normal day kì í ṣe pé ìgbéraga lọ sí mo kàn sọ nǹkan tó yẹ bó ṣe yẹ kó rí ni mo ṣe ń sọ bó ṣe yẹ kó rí ni mo ṣe ń sọ torí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ṣe máa ń wò ó pé mo ní ìgbéraga tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó kì í mo ní ìgbéraga ká máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá ti jẹ́
very easy.
But eléyìí opinion ni Maiyegun is just giving you like don't raise your hope. Not that you shouldn't fight for what you're fighting for. It's not that you shouldn't listen to people that you are listening to. No. But don't allow anyone to raise your hope. This thing is not a day job. So if someone is trying to tell you this, tell you that, you're listening, you will keep hoping. You will keep hoping, and hoping sometimes like Nigerians right now that they have been hoping.
Ahmed,
they are now hopeless.
Ahmed, I've seen it happen, okay? They will give them another story again. And they will keep changing the story. And they'll keep changing the story. I've seen it before, okay? And that's why I said that I don't play fool easily.
This is exactly what the politicians in Nigeria are doing.
That's what they are doing.
Giving hope. Raise your hope, raise your hope, raise your hope. At the end of the day, you become hopeless. We don't want to be like that. No. But we keep pushing. Nobody is downplaying what they are doing. Nobody is downplaying their efforts. But there are things, that is why they are all human beings. We are all human beings. We are not hoping on anybody. Maiyegun will not give you Yoruba nation. But our efforts collectively, collective effort can bring us what we want. And all these things, taba ni pe am pursue nko one go, taba kini misunderstanding, irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀ olórí irọ́ ni. We will be having this once in a while. We have this kind of misunderstanding because your opinion will be different from mine.
Yeah, and then there's no
your opinion and mine can never be the same.
Yeah, if you feel like somebody
but hold on to your opinion, let me hold on to my opinion. But at the end of the day, we are fighting for the same goal. So let's get it. Let's keep on moving. Why should we come? This guy is a kini. Oh, come on, man.
No,
we are supposed to have grown more than this nonsense.
Ahmed, you know one thing is that tí o bá ti jẹ́ the type tó yẹ pé o lè bu ara ẹ̀, tell your own story, yeah? Nobody can use them against you. So if somebody, because it's been a long time, people will say when they feel like you're having a superior argument, and somehow there's nothing else to add, they will say, it is a way to shut you up, okay? Shut up your mouth, just dake. It is a way to shut you up. I grew up knowing that, and I will never, ever shut up simply because some people felt like uncomfortable in, in getting bruised about what they strongly believe they know in a way. Sure, you get me now? So if you now look at me and say, me, I have already told you, I am a very, very proud person. Same way, I'm very respectful too. If you respect me, I will respect you. If you try to disrespect me by trying to mislead me, giving me wrong information and thinking I'm a fool, I will disrespect you. I'm very proud in that regard. So, which simply means that if you turn around and say, this Maiyegun is so proud, I'll be very more proud. Do you think you have to tell me, you have to abuse me with that? Do you think I'm going to lose anything with that? Simply because of, a sort of difference in opinion. So, Ahmed, like you said, we agree. Wherever you call yourself, I believe that nobody can use it against you, okay? Opinion can vary, opinion can difference, and the rest of that. Everyone will still do what they would do, okay? So don't come onto Maiyegun's diary Politico and think, telling Maiyegun is proud. This Maiyegun doesn't have, I say, money more proud. they need respect for wearies. So, and usually, the reason why I said this is simply because you don't hold me any respect, okay? You don't hold me any. You don't hold me any, what do you call it? And I love this Maiyegun, and I respect this boy before Yahweh. You don't hold me anything. The people who respect me, they don't have condition to it. And people who respect me, they don't disrespect me by trying to push a wrong narrative before me or trying to play smart on my platform, trying to push a narrative that is completely bollock. You get that now? So maintain it when it comes before me and don't worry about me. Okay? I don't like what people will say about Maiyegun. If you really know Maiyegun very well, I don't care about what they say about me. They said a lot. They always come back here. Yes, they always come back crawling. I misunderstood you then. So don't worry about me. I have somebody who is going to help me round it up tonight. Hello there.
Twale.
Yeah, come on, Baba. File.
Baba.
Koni badge, my brother. I mean, that's you. I don't like.
Oh, God, you.
Baba.
Oh, God, you.
Show them. How are you, Baba?
Yeah, Baba. Yeah, I'm very good. Thank God that this is Steve from Texas. Thank God that
the house.
You see, first and foremost, let me appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let me just go straight to the point. Just like Ahmed said, we all are fighting. It's just frustration that is happening because everybody doesn't even know what is going on. Let me just nail something here. The problem we are having is what? We don't have a structure or a template for what we are fighting for. Everybody go just, this is the problem. And another thing is that misinformation and miseducation.
A lot of it,
miseducation. How can you tell me you want to go and declare a nation in a nation? Just by mouth. How can you declare a nation in a nation because you got 5 million petition or whatever? Just by mouth. It is not done that way. There are processes for things. What is our template to get this thing done?
They can't show it to
everybody. You've got in the 5 million. You've got in the 5 million.
Everybody must not see it for now. They will just announce it. I mean, people can just make it
compatible.
Like for real. My joke will be by Steve, my joke will be insane. And I will be analyzing to people about Yoruba Nation, right? And I'll be telling them that we are doing something that I can't show you for now. Very soon we're going to announce it. Or by the time we announce everybody, all of them in Yoruba and Lagos, everywhere, they would come on, man. You only insult me here now. I expect you to feel good. We are more learned than this now. We are more educated than this now. Don't bring that nonsense to me and think you are probably like you are this one.
You start with the foundation. Then you now start doing other things and the rest of it. Processes and everything. This is miseducation that we are having on this platform. That is why I was starting the other time. What is going on, guys? Listen. With all due respect to everybody, we all are learned. But it is not possible for you to declare a nation in a nation just by mouth. People are not understanding. That is what I said the other time. I said, what is our strategy? There is point A to point B to point C to point C to point.
All these steps you
have to have alliances. Okay, 5 million petition. What is the next thing to be done? If I declare Kini. Compatible now. There are processes to things.
Imagine somebody talking to me, somebody like myself, right? Who knows what is what, yeah? And somebody tells me and say, we are working, we are meeting with Russia, we are meeting with America, but we can't tell everybody for now.
Say what? It is not hidden something. Just like what happened in Taiwan. Taiwan is under war. It's under China. But Taiwan is more or less like a sovereign nation of its own. But to declare independence from China. Yeah, processes to things. Even since that year till now, Taiwan has not been able to declare independence from China.
Even Hong Kong, all this, their
Hong Kong has not declared independence from China.
All their autonomy, China is trying to take them back, and they are fighting for it now because autonomy allows them to do their own thing apart from China. Now China feels like, fuck it, now we're going to take that back, and they are fighting. You know, the whole protest. We don't have that in Yoruba land. We should be able to say no. If you say no election, for example, right? The whole world should see why, for example, you know, like mobilize millions of people understand, say, no, we don't want to be part of an election. That is something that we can say Yorubas said they don't want it. Or if you say something now, they will say we've signed a 5 million petition. You are just condemned. I'm not condemning it. I'm asking that what are we doing about it? But you will come here and ask me that, Maiyegun, you should tell people that it's already done. Cherokee stupid.
Oh, nothing is done. We don't have a template.
Somebody said that the moment we reach 5 million, not to declare Yoruba nation, I can do the passport. Come on, man. Maiyegun's diary Politico nibi yina kun share our Dakeri platform. You know, it's insulting if they don't know. And for somebody like me, it is better don't bring it onto my show. Don't talk about it yet, because if you talk about it, I will respond and I'll tell you it's all bullshit. Fear.
It's all bullshit. Let's call a spade a spade.
It's all
even
bullshit.
if you declare, somebody declare what next? In a nation, all my cross you be close to me.
Doesn't work.
All my cross, everybody recognize it. Do you know even after you do you know the process that it takes to become a nation? For you when security night to even ratify you as a nation. The 15 members will now, out of the 15 members, 10 at least will ratify that they support you to be a nation. 10 out of the 15.
And they have to
put you don't even have one nation.
All of that. Before you get all of that, they must don't they see the type of what do you call these people, these Sri Lankans and what do you call them that are protesting? They have to see something like that on ground that says, although Nigeria is preparing for election, but when you go to Southwest Nigeria, millions of people are outside and they said they don't want election. They want their own country. And by so doing, the whole world attention will be gotten to that. Oh, no.
And nothing like that is happening.
Everything is happening on
people in the Southwest are busy running after Swagger and the rest of it. People in the Southeast are busy running after Obi.
Yeah.
So what are people talking about? It's a complicated something and we have to really know what we are doing. There is no structure on ground on how to get this thing done.
Yeah.
It's not
what we wanted to see, Steve, what I actually wanted us to see is that we should all know that no effort is wasted. But if all the chances are not properly utilized, it's all going to come to nothing. So this is not a matter of ego. This is not a matter of this or that. It's a matter of facts. Put facts on the table and stop telling people that there are some things you can't share with them. What the hell? Like Agbalagba.
There is something hidden.
People they tell me not be everything that they put for social media, including the confirmation that we have submitted a petition to the United Nations. You can't show that on social media. I'm not that dumb, Steve-O. I'm not provoke you out.
We are not stupid. We are not stupid. We appreciate everybody's effort. We respect everybody's effort. But what we are saying is, let's call a spade a spade. Don't let's educate people. Let's tell them the way it is.
Yes.
Tell me the way it is and I'll know how to go about it.
Exactly.
What I'm saying right now is that we don't really have a structure on ground, either we like it or not. We only have the 5 million petition. What is 5 million petition going to give you in the nation?
Steve-O, what we have done on this platform can be tracked. What we are going to do when we say we're going to do something, right, can be tracked. And that's how it should be. When you want to get people to know that something is going on, you have to get them involved. You don't keep them out by giving them information that will say, we are doing something this. Come on, man. Good luck with that.
When Martin Luther King was doing his own,
yeah,
and the rest of them were doing their own, did they hide it under the umbrella?
No, you can't hide
Everybody
it.
was seeing the movement. That's what they call it, the movement.
Yes.
It was glaring. Everybody was seeing it. The system itself was recognizing that this is where this guy is going, this is what they are demanding for. But this is what we are saying. We are not disrespecting the efforts of Mrs. Odisi. They are not exceedingly well.
All these dear miseducated dumbos bearing names with me and you, Yoruba names, that are the ones who are running a belle on this platform right now, okay? Because I have been told repeatedly on this platform that even all these things we are saying right now didn't emanate from the people they are trying to ascribe them to. That it is all these overzealous people who believe that, or probably misquoting whatever they were told in the long run. And they are the same people who are actually running Bele right now, feeling so bad that we are talking about this. So,
man, please, I want you me. All of us go at you. It can use to. I just understand me. Go send to me. And no, this will not be a way to understand. This one, intellect processes have to be in place. I was already present to in the whole of the structures of the world. If you say we don't need UN, you don't need America, you don't need UK, you don't need almost generations to come, grandma so. You need to have a structure of put things. We are not fighting, we are not in war. But there are processes to things. We have to take them step by step. And again, please, whoever is involved in whatever they are doing, bring it to the land and let people understand the processes you are taking and how it's done. We are not
asking that tell us how you do it. We're just saying something is done.
Where are you right now? Where are you at?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because I see any one of them international media, even discussing about the Nigeria, the amalgamation has expired. Have you ever seen any one of them, even international media? Not one of them. All the three of them is on
princess that they want to be abusing now. Yeah, that princess that some of them want to abuse. Princess called me. I think it was about a week or so ago. She was raising a concern. She said, "Maiyegun, we need to invest in the international media's coverage of what is going on in Yoruba land." She said that we could do some documentary, cover all these things, and give them to this international media. We know it's going to cost us money. I was like, Princess, I am pretty much interested in localizing the whole content. That social media is already internationalizing it for now. And she said, no, Maiyegun, we can do that too. That same princess is coming under attack now from this.
It is natural. Your princess coming under attack. I like it because that means that she's making an impact.
Yeah.
It is only an inconsequential person that will not come under attack. She's coming under attack because it's an impact. She's making an impact. Kudos to you, princess. Kudos to you, princess. Keep on fighting. Keep on firing. They need to know we have to educate ourselves. What we are doing here is educating ourselves, not to come and delude ourselves.
No.
Not to come and delude ourselves.
Baba, come now. If you sit down now.
Somebody. No.
Steve, imagine you sit down now. You want to talk to somebody about the progress of what we have done on the Yoruba nation and all of that. And then you confidently say that on so date, we are expecting or put it this way, you confidently say to somebody right there in America and say that we have declared Yoruba nation. No, it's a new country. And they say, oh, really? How do I look that up? What would you say? Would you say they should go and Google it? Steve, would you tell somebody there in America and say, my new country has been declared after so and so? And if they say, oh, really? How? She will only call Google and Steve.
I beg, don't even bother. Sometimes it's so frustrating because I believe that we are supposed to be reasonable.
Encourage ourselves, exactly. So that's what this part of this conversation is good. And we'll continue to let people know that we are not against anyone and we are not trying to undermine them. When people raise questions, it's because they want answers. Some of these questions are being raised on Maiyegun's diary Politico, and I don't have answers for them. So when people now turn around and say,
how can you have an answer to something you don't even know what is going on?
Yeah, when people now come and say, Maiyegun, why are you talking like this now? But they already told us this. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know.
That is the thing. Misinformation, miseducation. They told us that they are going to declare with a carry flag and go where? Are you talking of
5 million bass. Yorùbá ti di nation. Wọ́n kàn ní láti ní sùúrù díẹ̀. Ka build army, ka build the passport wa. Then the next thing, that's it. We are no longer part of Nigeria. And I said, I love that. But that is not true. That's not true. It is not true. You are still part of Nigeria as we speak, and you're still going to be part of Nigeria for as long as you don't want to tell yourself or tell ourselves the truth, other than all this makeup. So the sooner we want, as soon as we want to leave, is completely left for us also. But if all of these lies and all this misleading information and all of that, those we are going to rely upon, it will take us forever. And I'm serious.
Forever and ever.
Don't like me, oh. Don't like me. If you like me before, don't like me again.
We are not. You know, I was shouting the other day, are we wailing wailers on social media? I can't see any structure. I can't see anything happening. It's all about 5 billion. We are waiting to declare. We are waiting to declare. We are reading to the Queen of England. We are waiting. It's not about it. What is ongoing? What are the process? What are the steps you're taking? And I see you, man, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating.
In order to lift our spirit tonight, Steve-O, me and you, we're going to round up, okay? But this is how we're going to round up, right? Everybody listening to us should know something, right? And that thing is that we all care about what is going on in Yoruba land. And we all want to contribute to either ending what is going on temporarily, and others are also working to end what is going on permanently. But in the long run, we must know that except we have a lot of us who want this for real, then we have a lot of work to still do. For those who have worked so far, they have done well. What we have to do is to compliment them. Every other person who is going to contribute to this, they should work to compliment them. But I want us to know that lies or misleading information will never help us. It will never take us anywhere. Our effort is to educate ourselves, know the reasons why we want to leave Nigeria, know the ways and how we are going to do that. And all of this are going to be done by us. So if you have been working day and night on this Yoruba nation and all of that, well done to you. But you cannot give anybody Yoruba nation by giving them misleading information, okay? We need the truth. And we all need to work together in achieving that. Lies won't do anything. No. It won't do us anything. No.
At all.
Please.
At all. Please. Whoever is behind the scene that is operating with Mommy Onitiri, we need more education. Let's tell our people the truth. Don't let get people excited for nothing. The truth about it is that there are processes to a nationhood. Processes. Bring it out to the limelight. Let people know what and what. Stop this delusion. This delusion information is not good. No. It's not helping us. No. I want to know what is killing me so that I know how to address it. I want to know how it's going to, that I'm making effort, but not then tell me that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and you blow a whistle. It is not done. It is not done. We are started already. We appreciate everybody. Everybody is doing extremely well. But let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. And let us have a reasonable time frame. Don't tell me tomorrow. Just tell me that we are on it. But let us see effort. Let's even have this international media being assaulted by our president. Let's assault international media. Let us even hear people from all the walks of life. It must be only Mommy Onitiri. Must it only be Professor? Professor. Let's get it on.
Steve-O, thank you very
Baba.
much.
God bless you, Baba.
It's been a steaming night, and then
it's good.
Tomorrow
it's good.
Is another one. Okay, thank you
so
Baba.
much
For being part of it. Oh yeah, Phile, Baba.
Baba.
Yeah, Baba. Nice one.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. Okay. Again, the reason why we did our program tonight is to sort of pay a sort of a respect. So the people, the two innocent people that got killed at Oloye Sunday Adeyemo house that day, and at the same time to celebrate the life of a man that they plotted to assassinate simply because he rose and spoke in defense of the Yorubas. So for every effort, for every contribution, for tonight, I want to say thank you, because even being part of it, like this typing, and Maiyegun, shut up your mouth. Maiyegun, they have left you and all of that stuff. It is called engagement, being part of the conversation of something that really affects you, affects me, and then we are all attached to this, and we all want a headway. But in the process of doing that, I have come across many, false narratives on social media about the Yoruba nation. Now, we have gotten to a stage whereby a lot of people are really, really interested. When I say a lot of people, I'm talking about those who once believed that maybe Nigeria could be redeemed. Now they know better, and they are looking for a pretty much a dependable alternative. And in this case, Yoruba nation. Okay, people make mouth. I've seen. It just reminded me of. You remember that time when Oloye Sunday Igboho was everywhere with mobilization, rallies, and all of that. It was a good time last year. And at some point, yeah, there's this crop of individuals that just sprung up at the time, and they were all on social media making different mouths, making and threatening and fire and brimstone and all of that. Unfortunately, when the murderous Nigeria DSS came to assassinate Oloye Sunday Igboho, that they didn't succeed, right? Fortunately, they didn't. You see all these faceless errats, social media thugs who can say anything and everything. Bunch of empty vessels. They disappeared. But suddenly, they are springing up again and again. The issue of, the issue of insecurity in Yoruba land, which has attracted the attention of so many all over the world, will make you at least not to mix, falsehood, misleading information, and the rest of them with this whole campaign. I know some of you, that's what you kind of thrive on and all of that. Enjoy it while it lasts. But one thing I know and I'm very sure of is that at some point, for real, at some point, we would have to really, really expose some of you, for real. Okay, all of you. I have been doing so well within me to try to maintain and just kind of keep quiet on some of these things that these guys are pushing for real. And it gets ridiculous and ridiculous all the time. But you see, when I see people doubling down or coming to Maiyegun's diary Politico to push some of these lies in the name of a Yoruba nation, and then we know those behind them and we know what their end goal is, including all of them that you probably acknowledge as leaders and all that. If I tell you what I know, which I'm going to tell you at some point, when this kind of misleading information is getting out of hand, so to say. So I'm trying to let you know that you have these guys that you have been listening to. They have told you a lot. And seriously, you have come along. I mean, you have come a very long way with some of these charlatans, so to say. But it's getting so ridiculous that people on Maiyegun's diary Politico, or some of you are beginning to wanted to start sounding like them, or you want Maiyegun to start sounding, ridiculous on some things that are pretty much fictitious, so to say. So a time is going to come that we'll have to call them out, all of them, for real. So thank you very much for your time. And I will keep encouraging you not to 100% believe that Maiyegun is going to always speak what will make you feel comfortable. I am not actually here to speak what will make you comfortable. Our big mommy that called earlier, she said something. She said, Maiyegun, sometimes you just have to when instead of going into disagreement or argument and all of that, sometimes you just have to just let them say it and all of that. And then pretty much I should just keep quiet and let everyone say what they want to say, even if they are lying. Mommy, I appreciate your motherly advice, But on Maiyegun's diary Politico, I won't let anybody pass wrong information conveniently with so much confidence, especially when we know that it includes it can actually involves life and death. I have seen it happen. I have seen people who have become vulnerable due to this state-sponsored attacks on them right there. And I've spoken to people as well. So I won't let you come onto Maiyegun's diary Politico to come and push a fraudulent lie here. One of those lies you would not come onto Maiyegun's diary to push is to come here and tell me that your leader somewhere told you that something is going to happen or this is not going to happen and the rest of that. And Maiyegun seems to be sounding a little bit different from that. Don't say that to me, because if it sounds so ridiculous, I am not going to let you say it and just move on. If you're saying something on Maiyegun's diary Politico that is not true, I'm going to correct you there. And if you take offense in that and decide to argue with me, you can call it arguments. Don't bring all these lies that all these people are telling you about a Yoruba nation onto Maiyegun's diary Politico. Some of them, you can't even prove them. By asking you questions alone, just questions alone, you will realize that you realize that don't fuck up, sha. Realize that don't make any sense. Yes, that's somebody like me. I can begin to ask you the questions that you will begin to realize that what you are talking about doesn't make any sense. Now, if you decide to double down, that would be so unfair. Realizing that you have actually be promoting something that doesn't make any sense because somebody said that to you on a Facebook Live, on a YouTube Live. Our leader met. We said, "Who is your leader?" Eh? So it will get to that point that because if I'm beginning to see the infiltration of all this misinformation on my platform, I am going to cut you short and tell you, shove it down your throats. Don't say that on my platform. So again, I am a Yoruba man, and there is nobody that is more Yoruba than any other Yoruba anywhere. Once they begin to class it simply because of their fraudulent ideologies, which most of the time was pretty much to make money. I know some of them here, just push something that sounded like the kind of the Nigerian pastors. All these Nigerian pastors, I will say some things and you'll be like, that doesn't make any sense. I say, shut up your mouth. Don't, it's the pastor. Do you know more than the pastor? I be what the pastor if I show for. So don't come here and tell me and say, Maiyegun, do you know more than our leaders? Who are be what our leader if I show for done. So don't like me in the morning and think that you can't dislike me tomorrow. So you can dislike me whenever you want, but don't push a fraudulent and false narrative on my platform, okay? And that's where I'm going to end it. That's not where we planned to end it when we started, was it? It wasn't. But nevertheless, we still have to end it somewhere. So you don't owe me any respect, oh. Apart from the fact that I'm a Yoruba man, you are a Yoruba man. The only thing that should connect us is the ideology. Don't say because I'm a Yoruba man, that's why you like Maiyegun. Abu Yawiri. Like me, Tony Moja Yoruba. Don't like me because I'm a Yoruba. Don't like me because you should like me because we have something that connects us. Don't like me because they see me, they do sir, ma, to everybody that calls in. Oh, thank you, ma. Oh, God bless you, ma. Oh, thank you. Oh, I mean, nice, yo. Mo ní gbéraga bàjẹ́. Mo ní gbéraga gidi gan ni mi ò kò dẹ̀ ń tì mí lójú. Mi ò ní wálé ẹ wá tọrọ anything lọ́wọ́ ẹ. Do you understand? And this principle, it is as it is. Onígbéraga ni Maiyegun kò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ, kò sí mẹ́ni tán lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí, kò ní respect. All those attributes, they are always coming from the people who have never been able to make me do things their way. So yours won't be the first. So if I call your leaders, if I say anything about your leaders, I'll be what I want leader if I blow down. You get what I mean? So me, I don't care. And people who know knows. And I used to respect this Maiyegun. Aboribu power to respect any. Just be respect. You don't owe me any respect. You don't owe me anything. And I always say, whenever I ask people who are real Maiyegun's people, they will tell you, we love him unconditionally. Don't come and push false narrative on my platform. Don't even dare. And don't try to blackmail me with people who are not going to be happy. Maiyegun. Somebody say, you need to humble yourself. Humble myself before who? Before charlatans, before liars. The people that deserve the respect of Maiyegun, they always get the respect of Maiyegun. Even you will get my respect. The only time you will never get my respect is when you begin to sound like one weary who thinks that I actually hold you any sort of political correctness. So I know it shouldn't be that long. Maiyegun is okay. Maiyegun is all right. Go and sleep. I know. I'm going to go and sleep. I'm just trying to tell you that don't put too much hope there. Okay? If you respect Maiyegun, you respect me because I'm Maiyegun. If you don't like me, I'm used to it. Yeah? I'm used to people telling me that, oh, I hate this Maiyegun Sha. I don't even know why people are, you know what? I am used to that. Okay? The bottom line is this. Yoruba nation agitation is a legitimate struggle, a legitimate campaign. It is criminalized in Nigeria. We all know why. How do we decriminalize it and at the same time make it a household name that the day Babakito, imagine if Babakito stop his car at Iwo Road or at Oshodi. Nobody will even know probably that is him, except somebody comes and says, hey, this is Babakito, a Yoruba nation. But if Sunday Igboho, if Sunday Igboho just open the car door somewhere in Ojota and people say, that's Igboho, you will see. That's the kind of thing we want to build in the people. The characters that are doing the job, people that are working day and night, they deserve to be known. Their work deserves to reflect in the people that they want to save. I am in the UK. Baba Akintoye is there in Cotonou. Mama Onitiri, I don't know where she is. There are many other people who are calling themselves a Yoruba agitator and the rest of that. As we speak right now, they are not at home. Everybody is working here. What I'm saying is that we should not forget the fact that there's so much that we should impress on our people back at home. So that's not to rubbish your work. No, don't feel like somebody's going to nobody can actually rubbish your work if you are doing the right thing. That's one thing I told people. I said, nobody can rubbish your work. If you're doing something good, right? Many people may not agree with you because they don't understand. Some may even condemn it and the rest of that. Just do what you're doing. Nobody can rubbish your work. So everyone who has done so well, they have done well. What we are saying is that people are asking that where should we go next and the rest. And I said, well, we go next where you want to go. You two should start moving. So let everybody play their role, okay? So don't try to think that all of us are going to possibly agree on everything just like that, okay? So, and don't think that probably making people feel like they need, they need your validation. People, among people who don't really need their people's validation, I am one of them. I don't need your validation. I don't need validation, everybody. I tell people, if you give me anything, as whatever, it's voluntary. It's because you want to do it. Yeah, it's voluntary. But don't worry. We'll be fine. Everybody will be fine. Thank you so much for your time tonight. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? So again, God rest the soul of those that were killed, and God continue to protect the lives of our man, Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. Udaro.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.